Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Gary. Before we begin the podcast today, I just want to take a second to talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram.
I like it like that.
Honestly, I think I had 50 SPF.
Hold up.
That makes perfect sense, actually. Because...
And honestly, it was just my shoulders and like my body that was killing me.
if you look at me, dude...
Are we gonna pretend like you didn't know what SPF was?
Yeah, no,
Yeah. What?
I thought it was degree.
We went right past that.
I thought it was 15 degree.
I didn't forget.
To be honest with you.
15 degree?
Yeah, I thought it'd be like degrees instead
But
of like SPF.
degrees south and shit?
Yeah, like dead ass.
Jeez,
No, like,
man.
do we even know what SPF stands for?
Sun protection. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I think that's accurate.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be sun in
I
there.
have
He
no
is
idea.
100% protection.
Okay, and then the first must be sun, but what's F?
Maybe it's not even sun. Maybe it's like solar.
Ooh.
Yo, now you're on to
Solar
some
Get to
shit.
the bottom.
protection.
Get to the bottom.
Yo,
Solar
but anyway,
protection.
I don't really get tan ever. I burn and then it peels and then maybe it's like a half a layer over. But now I'm German. It's
No.
either it's one or the other.
Honestly, I think I had 50 SPF.
Hold up.
That makes perfect sense, actually. Because
And honestly, it was just my shoulders and like my body that was killing me.
if you look at me, dude.
Are we gonna pretend like you didn't know what SPF was?
Yeah, no,
Yeah. What?
I thought it was degree.
we went right past that.
I thought it was
didn't
15
forget.
degree.
I didn't forget.
To be honest with you.
15 degree?
Yeah, I thought it'd be like degrees
But
instead
like
of like SPF.
degrees south and shit?
Yeah, like dead ass.
Jeez,
No, like,
man.
do we even know what SPF stands for?
Sun protection. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I think that's accurate.
It's gotta be. I
It's
know
gotta
that.
be sun in
I
there.
have
He
no
is
idea.
100% protection.
Okay, and then the first must be sun, but what's F?
Maybe it's not even sun. Maybe it's like solar.
Ooh.
Yo, now you're on to some
Solar
Get to
shit.
the bottom.
protection.
Get to the bottom.
Yo,
Solar
but anyway,
protection.
I don't really get tan ever. I burn and then it peels and then maybe it's like a half a layer over. But now I'm German. It's
No.
either it's one or the
Yeah,
other.
see, you're white, so are you one of the people that like just say like, oh, I need to get red and then I'll get tan? Are you one
I
of
don't even
those?
try to get tan because I would need to get second degree burns to get there. And I've gotten it before, and that was like my most tan season is after I got second degree burns.
So you just got second degree burn.
I didn't try. No, I didn't go. My mentality wasn't like, all right, let me just quickly
That's
get second degree burns.
Because I'm white. I'm white as shit, but I get tan in the summertime.
Nah,
I
you get-
never.
Yeah?
I didn't get tan
Never.
ever.
Lucky jeans, man.
The
I'm
one
Greek,
time
I'm
I got
Greek,
tan,
so-
Yeah,
I only got tan once.
that's probably why
Yeah.
You're German, right?
I'm German.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
happen.
man.
So you melt in the sun.
Yeah,
you're
pretty
white
much.
as shit.
Dog. No, I
Yeah.
Like, I'm white. You're
Yeah.
white as shit.
yeah, no, it takes about, the one time I got it was when I went to Outer Banks, North Carolina, and I was at the beach for about 8 hours
Oh,
a day.
all right.
We
Settle,
arrived
settle.
at the answer. Sun protection factor.
Factor.
Oh, I
That
was
was-
damn
yeah.
close.
Factor. See, I would never
Factor.
guess
I would never
factor.
guess
I
factor.
don't really like that. I feel like they could have found
So
something
you
better.
at Outer Banks? You John B?
Yeah, John B.
No, dude, that was like going in my senior year. I didn't.
Oh,
I've never watched that
you're right.
show.
No, it didn't come out.
I've never even watched it now though.
I was about to say I haven't watched that
I
show.
still haven't touched it.
Yeah, no, me neither,
Nah, dude,
You're your cap artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
definitely not me, bro. I'd never seen that show a day in my life.
I just know that girl that everyone talks about during that show. That's what you guys were talking about, right?
My girlfriend's dad calls me John B.
Oh, that's a character, John B.
Yeah,
No, John, I know the character.
Yeah, what's the girl? What's like that hot girl name? Her name's like Sarah, something like that, right?
Sarah Cameron.
Yeah, that's what. it
Yeah,
is.
I know who that is.
And I never even knew about her really.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing in the Outer Banks? Two-part names? Like they don't have just one first name? John B, Sarah, whatever.
Yeah, Sarah Cameron. Oh, I guess I don't know. I don't know the other
I know-
characters'
no,
names.
no,
I've never watched it, dude. I've never
You
watched
said you
it.
went there though. You said you went there.
Outer Banks?
Yes. Is that what
How
you
are the people there?
You mean like? He's asked. I thought he was asked about no last names.
Oh.
No.
Oh, how the people there?
I was talking
Nah,
about
we were
two
at a-
first
Yeah.
names.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. we went to the person I went to was from Stowe. He's rich. He's got a huge like 4-story house there, and he got the beach that we were at was private. So it was like, I mean, it was kind of lit, like with people who rented the Airbnb stuff like that, but it wasn't like I was at a public beach.
Yeah.
And it was pretty low key with everyone.
So you're being a hoe.
How am I the hoe? I got invited. I'm not the one who was rich with the house. That's not on me.
You were just house hopping.
We're here with the Masshole perspective. This is raw. I'm very excited to be here with you guys and pick you guys' brain, especially about your podcast. How long have you guys been running it now?
It's been like...
We started last year, October-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe. We had Lincoln first came up with the idea. It was probably right in the beginning of the NFL season, week 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah, we started week 3 of the NFL.
Yeah, and he asked me, he's like, yo, coronavirus sucks ass. Let's just, we should do something to kill the time since we're all remote this year.
Yeah.
So he's like, I know you're down to talk about sports, and me and him always beef.
Yeah.
So it was just a good idea because we never agree on the same topic ever.
Never.
So we're like, all right, we should get a third though, so it's not just one-on-one. So we came up with a couple names, and we asked Gabe, and Gabe was like, "No, I don't want to be with you, but I'll come every now and then."
Yeah.
Like an asshole.
I didn't say it.
No, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I was like, you know what? We were trying to think of people that we both know.
So,
I was like, I think we both know Gabe.
Well, you guys had Victor on too, right?
Yeah,
we had
Is he
guests
like
on.
a constant guest?
No,
he
one
just-
time.
Yeah.
One time. Okay,
One time.
I was gonna say, I watched that one. I thought that he was a part of it.
No, we went on sometimes with basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We change it up every now and then. Lincoln comes up with ideas.
So I know that I'm pretty sure you're not an E fan, right? You're not a New England fan.
No.
Hell no.
I was gonna say I remember
No,
seeing
we
a
call him a
picture of
hater.
you and Mario put like the Jets
Yeah.
hat on, and you were wearing like a Seahawks shirt.
Yeah, no, I'm a Seahawks and Knicks fan. I'm a stray.
Interesting. So you guys are tight with the Knicks, but not with the Jets and Seahawks. Then you and Mario.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we agree on the Knicks, but I have no hate towards the Jets. And he thinks I do. But I'm
You
just,
put him in tier.
He thinks everyone hates the Jets just because we're in New England.
Yeah, he thinks I hate the Jets because I roast them. But in reality, they just suck.
I was gonna say, they just suck.
And there's no hate. I actually respect Mario a
Hey,
shit ton for
they're
liking
coming
the
up.
Jets.
They're coming up.
Which one? You guys smoke?
No, I'm fucking that.
We're gonna
You're on the
drink.
high noons.
We're on the high
I'm
noon.
down
Brought
to
to you
do
by
this one
Barstool
since
Sports.
yeah, that's what it is.
Word.
No,
smoking affects
It's
my
a
mental.
sativa anyway.
Yeah,
We,
they're coming up. The Jets. They're coming up.
Stop it.
We got. I feel like there's hype for them every beginning of the year, and they have 1 in 15.
I don't think Zach Wilson's gonna be everything that he's hyped up to be honest.
I don't think he will either necessarily.
I feel like
some.
I
Looks
feel
like a
like he
baby
will have a
bitch.
good
That's
NFL
what Zach
career.
Wilson looks like.
He'll have a good NFL career, but maybe not in the Jets.
I feel like he's gonna
I'll
be
say
a
that.
mediocre, like backup, sometimes starter.
He just looks.
I could see him if
He's
it
a
doesn't work out
little
with the
boy.
Jazz. I could
He
see
does.
him getting
He's
picked
too
up.
pretty.
Yeah,
He's too pretty.
Yeah.
No,
I was
he's
saying,
too
like,
pretty.
I was looking at him and I
Dude,
was
there's
like, I feel like
studs
I'm
in
as
the
big as
NFL
this
that
guy,
are
and I'm
really
tiny.
good.
You need to rough him up. Well, yeah, that's what he needs. He needs to get roughed up by Aaron Donald.
Jimmy G.
Quentin needs to rough him up in
Yeah,
practice.
you know what I mean. He's too pretty right now. He looks like a pretty bitch. Like
He went to an all-boys school too. Imagine his head's just on pussy right now. That's all he's thinking
That's
about
all
is
he's thinking
vagina.
about. People when he got drafted, I kid you not, I was trying to come up with a meme, right? When he got drafted, because he said, "I'm so excited, I didn't want to be anywhere but the Jets." All I wanted was to find a clip of him saying that, because I was gonna put another clip after that of just being like, I didn't know what it was at the time. I probably forgot, but all Twitter was talking about was his fucking sister and his mother. Apparently, they were bad.
I guarantee it.
They probably are.
No
Like,
homo. He's a great-looking dude. Imagine what the
He
females
is.
in his family
Like I
look
said, he's too pretty. Like, I'm not kidding. I was like, I can't find shit right now. I was like, all I see are just Zach Wilson's mom is bad. Can I get a date with Zach Wilson's sister? And I'm not kidding. The lower I got, the hornier the comments got. Like, just the stranger the comments got.
because
Dude,
they're
it's
less like.
Yeah.
They all
They're
look
like
the
just a
same.
weirdo.
Dude, it's like Colin Coward's fucking.
Oh, yeah. That gets bad.
Yeah.
And I actually see people that we knew in high school, like,
Fuad.
Fuad
He
loves.
pinned his friggin' tweet.
Yeah,
He
Fuad's
pinned a
pinned
tweet specifically
yeah.
about her.
Fuad loves Liv or is it Coward? Coward?
Yeah, I think it's Coward.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin Coward. Yeah, it's Coward.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Fuad is a
Loves.
for that.
Loves.
He's hilarious. Shout out to Fuad. He's got a podcast too.
Where do you guys go to? I mean, you guys are like well supplied with sports information when you go into your podcasts. I mean, is it just like straight off the top, or do you guys like go somewhere to research these things?
Well, football is my forte, and Lincoln knows a lot about football too. And Gabe knows basketball, I would say, more than me, for sure. Actually, it's not even close. But no, football is just every single year you do fantasy football.
Yeah,
and
then
you follow it,
Yeah.
and you eventually just gain that knowledge. And like, sure, I definitely watch, and I've told this to them, like the Pat McAfee show, yeah. And then I like Colin Cowherd as well, so I definitely get more information off of that as well. But a lot of it's just experience, top of the head type stuff with football. Anyway,
I'd say we don't really prepare a ton. I know there was a brief time, a good month, where we were trying to get like a little bit more focused. Especially the NBA. The NFL one, we didn't prepare for that at all.
Nah.
We just went in and we just chatted.
I like that idea because then it's just like all your own opinions. You're not like biased from anything that you've read.
But the NBA one was struggling a bit, so we were trying to come up with trying to get more like legit and just with like facts and stuff. So we all came in with like prepared, like we came in with laptops and stuff we wanted to say and facts and stats. And, but we stopped doing that honestly. Now it's just
we do like topics that we pretty much
we do
have a lot of knowledge about.
Like we do. Our last few videos have just been like honestly the draft grades, for example, and you know what was the NBA? Oh yeah, the NBA all NBA teams and whatnot. Really opinionated stuff to get people talking.
And honestly, like I feel like, do you guys like really listen to like First Take and all those?
No, I never listened to Undisputed or First Take.
I was about to say just because like they're just so. Like Colin said before, they're just so biased. Like
it's like the news channels. It's like
exactly
from like news channel.
Every single day,
yeah.
They don't talk about. They talk about who's popular at the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with relevancy of like every single day activities. I know Undisputed and Shannon Sharp. LeBron is about 5 topics every single day.
Oh my fucking
god. That man.
So annoying.
Honestly, now I've seen like
really,
I hate
just so scripted.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is so scripted. Like you just gotta have one guy that's coming out with a very hot take. You gotta have one guy that just kind of stays the norm. Like
shout out Mario for these papers.
Slip that in there real quick.
Like I just like it's just all scripted. So like I can't fuck with it sometimes.
I like what's that one? It's in the morning. They got like 4 different guys on, and it like kind of fluctuates.
Get Up.
Yes, Get Up. I like that one because it's not like as much opinionated as like the other ones because you got like a wide range. You got like 4 or 5 different people talking about it.
Yeah, my favorite one by far is Pat McAfee because McAfee, I guess. He former NFL player for anyone who doesn't know. He's a kicker, and he's just he does not give a shit. Yeah, ESPN banned him briefly from their people going to see him, and then they called him out for it, and they unbanned him and tried to cover it up because he has such a great following.
I was gonna say, he has a huge following.
Yeah, it's explicit. He talks about whatever he wants. He says whatever he wants. He has great guests on it. It's just if you want legit.
The guests are pretty much.
See, I've never.
Travis Kelce, like, and he talks about anything.
That's not really my thing.
And like his crew's kind of
so cool.
It's kind of.
I heard good things. I'm not
he
gonna roast it.
retired and went straight to Barstool. Like retired as one of the better punters that like.
Yeah.
At least in our lifetime, maybe like arguably like all time.
Nope, you're right.
Straight to Barstool.
Then again, punters didn't really get a lot of recognition.
Yeah. And he like changed the punter game, you know? Like, he kind of just made it, like, like, Marquette King after that.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, they're
That
starting to have style.
King.
Yeah.
What happened to him, bro? He's out of the league. He's making, like, he's like an Instagram influencer now.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's out. He's not in the league
plays, like,
anymore.
Canadian football.
I knew that, but...
He's like a punter in the Canadian football.
Dude was, like, legit for, like, 2 years, and then the Raiders...
That dude was legit as fuck for 2 years.
And then
that's an understatement.
He just had a foot. He had such a foot. Like, crazy shit.
Yeah,
Plus, he had mad clout because he had steez, you know? He was the only punter with steez.
Yeah, so...
That's honestly true as fuck. It was just him and Pat McAfee.
I was just saying, like, David Other, like, you got, like, fucking...
And that was, like, at the end of Pat McAfee's career.
If you think about it, though, nobody cares about like
Punters, yeah.
Punters.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly.
if you're in the limelight, then you're in the limelight. But it's hard to get into that
Fuck,
limelight.
we've had like Jake Allen or whatever his first name is for like I don't know what.
Jake Bailey.
Okay, Jake Bailey, see, that proves his point.
Exactly.
He's
That's what I'm
raw.
saying. No one
Yeah,
gives a
he's
shit
raw.
about the punter. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
only because
he's
we
really
only
good.
know the Patriots.
Didn't we used to have a punter, Allen?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
So
we
that
got
proves
that.
it. I mean, they're in and out. you
It's
know?
like everyone last year when they were trying to hype up that kicker from the Falcons.
Yeah.
What's his last
Oh.
name? Like
You,
yeah.
yeah.
No, that's a kicker though, and he is raw.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're just trying to hype him up. It's like, bro,
Well, no, not gonna lie. Like all over like TikTok, social medias, kickers were getting mad hype last year. Like just talk of the fucking.
Well, if you think about it too, there's not many Chinese athletes in the NFL or the
Very
NBA
true.
for that
Yeah.
matter.
and
as
he's
well.
kind of a baller.
And he is a baller. So like the media's
Very
gotta
true.
post him.
Didn't he have like the most points?
Oh, I have
For
in fantasy.
fantasy,
He
bro,
absolutely ate up the scoreboard.
Legit.
Yeah. No, I love
My
him.
girlfriend had him every single time. Every single time I played her, just smoked me in fantasy
Yeah,
football because this
I
dude
agree.
would drop like 17 points, and it was like it's
Dude.
non PPR, so like 17 points is like
Kickers get mad clout, but it's either good or bad, and it's like
Oh, you missed that.
100% in each
Yeah.
direction. You know, there's no like in between. Like it's
Yeah.
either like get
You
this
either
guy
get
the
him-
fuck out of here. Like that Snoop Dogg video. Do you guys remember that? It was like Chris Boswell or whatever was the kicker for the Steelers back then. Snoop Dogg posts like a video on Instagram after he missed like the game-winning field goal.
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
shitting
yeah,
on
yeah,
him like,
yeah,
get
yeah.
him the fuck out of here, man.
I
And
remember.
then
That's like Dan Bailey for the Vikings
yeah,
too.
and then he was gone. And then like the next week he was gone.
He got absolutely destroyed. Against your team too.
I was
wasn't
like,
it?
no, that was
Oh, the
Dan
Bears
Bailey.
kicker too.
That was Blair Walsh.
That was
Blair
Blair
Walsh.
Walsh.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
And then
he
he
shanked
sat-
that kick.
Didn't he
Oh,
shake
the
the kick
Seahawks
against the Seahawks?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It
And
was
then
in
he
the
went to
playoffs.
the Seahawks.
And then I was gonna say, and then you went to the Seahawks
And he
after.
sucked.
Yeah. Well,
He's
why would you
garbage.
guys? Why would the Seahawks
He was like a
sign
top
him?
kicker.
Because he saved our franchise, duh. He gave us a win. You gotta
Prior,
show your
prior to
loyalty.
that, though, that must have fucked him up pretty bad. Because I remember prior to that, Blair Walsh was like a good kicker.
Nah,
Like,
he
Yeah,
got
that's
like
case-
death threats.
Oh,
if
that
that's the
destroyed
case,
his
if
mental
that's-
health,
If
for
that's
sure.
the case, the Pats should sign Russell Wilson for giving us the Super Bowl.
I'm sure they'd love to. Who wouldn't want to sign Russell Wilson?
Man, what a moment.
That's facts.
Who wouldn't want to sign him? You guys
Everyone,
would take that
everyone
moment.
remembers where
Oh,
they
yeah.
were when Malcolm Butler intercepted
I
that ball.
definitely remember where I was. That shit was trash. I got literally jumped at the end. Bro.
That was a fun
Yeah, I jumped in all the great ways.
I wasn't watching.
No, I
couldn't-
mean like jumped as in
Dude, I
like
got-
people just started like I
Yeah.
was just kind of.
Oh, you got attacked.
I got attacked.
Dude, I
I was.
I mauled. Like,
Yeah,
I thought you meant
Gabe-
jumped, like,
Gabe was
in the
part
air.
of that. Like Gabe was literally part of that. Like I'm not kidding. It happened. Everyone went wild. I'm sitting in my chair because I'm upset. And, like, I'm at a Pats party. There's, like, 30, 40 people there. And then everyone just kind of got over what just happened and saw me sitting in the chair and just all decided to just throw my chair away, throw me on the ground, and just start punching the shit out of me and, like, trying to hump me and shit, bro. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's
There was so many kids, too. Like, I was just like, this is unfortunate to say
You were the original like Barstool Islanders Bruins thing.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you were a
seriously.
Seahawks fan in a sea of
Yeah, did you
Patriots
see that
fans.
Seriously,
video?
because
In
at
Massachusetts.
first it was just like a bunch
I
of people
haven't
trying to
seen it,
take a
no.
video of his face, and they're like, ah ha ha,
Yeah.
Lincoln.
And then I
like-
think Karts was the first one to really push me off the chair. And then as soon as I was on the ground, everyone just decided, hey, you know what? Let's look at this sad Seahawks fan. This man just literally just witnessed one of the most iconic sports moments ever.
On the opposite side.
On the opposite side, you know what we should do? Let's make his night worse. Let's just start humping him and just like I was just so upset that night. And you know the worst thing is that so like everyone was still like nobody
I'm so
drove at that
sorry.
point. So like everyone's like parents came and picked them up. My dad picked me up, and you guys remember Lash, right? Lucas
Is
Lash.
your dad a Seahawks fan?
No, God no. My whole family doesn't like the Seahawks.
So they're Patriots fans?
No.
What are they?
My mom and my dad, they followed Peyton Manning for a while, and now they have no team. My dad will just randomly start saying, he'll be like,
Man, I can't jive with those people.
yeah, no,
And
I
root
hate
for-
it.
Root for the player.
My mom is that
and now
way,
they're
except for
they're
LeBron.
LeBron fans too.
All right, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Maybe I picked you up.
Yeah. So they were like, oh yeah, Lash came home with us because my dad was giving him a ride home. The most silent car ride ever. Like, I'm not kidding. My dad had to carry the whole conversation. I didn't say a word. I looked out the window. If Marvin's Room was playing, that would have fit me perfectly. I was literally just like looking out the window like this. And I was like, what just fucking happened? I thought it was in like a fairy tale or something.
Man,
Like,
I
really fucked up.
those are the
fairy tale.
worst sports moments where like you're like, deeply impacted.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like it's the end of the world. Like I remember going to school the next day after like the Celtics lost to like the Miami Heat.
See,
Dude.
the good thing about that though is that you were with multiple people that kind of
Yeah.
shared
Yeah,
that
yeah,
same.
100%.
But no, I remember like
The
kids
worst-
were wearing like Heat jerseys and shit at Northwest, and I was like,
yeah.
fuck, man, I gotta deal with these
I
kids
honestly,
who I was talking shit to yesterday.
that and when the Pats lost to the Eagles were the worst 2 days of going to school. Like the next
Yo,
day.
I wore a Heat jersey.
Because in like
Back
that was
I
like
did too.
that
They
was
were
back
selling
in,
them at Bob's.
that was
yo.
back in Samoset, right?
Yeah.
What, the Eagles? No,
The
no,
Heat, the Heat.
Yeah.
With the
No, I was at
Celtics?
Northwest. I was elementary school still, because I remember somebody, I don't remember who, was wearing a Miami Heat
Yeah.
jersey, and I had the
They
same
bought
jersey.
they bought it the day before.
Yeah, they must have.
LeBron James.
Bob's was selling like
I'm a LeBron
D
James.
Wade, Bosch,
I remember-
and LeBron.
Do you guys know Jamil Rosario?
That's who it
Dude,
was,
yeah.
man.
He
That's who
loved
it was. Holy
he
shit.
loved like LeBron. So
Yeah.
like going like all of middle school, like he would always like
Oh, man.
talk mad shit about the Celtics because he was a LeBron
He
fan.
was on my rec team. He was
He's nasty.
nasty. I
He's
averaged.
nasty at
He
ball.
was the starting like
Yeah, I
point
know.
guard, but I guess I was the two. I averaged at least like 7 assists a game straight from just passing it to him scoring.
I remember him playing ball.
I miss Jamil.
He was nice.
My dog.
We made it to the finals and we played Sean Kenny's team. I remember. And
Sean Kenny, another
and
name I haven't heard in a long
Sean
time.
Kenny was playing very dirty that game, and he like tripped someone up and like stole their shoe. And we got like gypped in like an overtime rec
Oh,
championship
yo, that's
at
tough, man.
I remember.
Southwest.
That's tough.
Sean Kenny was on my Central Mass basketball team in 7th grade.
Was he nice at ball or something? I'm so confused. I thought this
We were
guy
on
was trash.
we were on the B team. We were kind of trash.
Oh, okay.
The
And
B team was fun though.
but like
See, I wish I had my height when I was like when like that was a thing. I was just so short. Like I wasn't good until I got my height. Like
Me as well. I wasn't good until like sophomore year
Yeah.
of high school.
I sucked.
Been
I
an
wish I-
all-time athlete.
Oh yeah. I was Bar Harbor.
I was on the A team actually. In 7th grade. For all you fucking haters out there.
I
for
didn't
Mass.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Yeah.
didn't make my Central Mass team. I remember.
Yeah. No, I had the I forget who our coach was.
I had no courage. I was never gonna try out for that shit.
I
you did play
did.
for
Really?
You did play for Leominster?
Huh? Yeah, no, I did. I did.
So it was fucking.
I didn't. I was gonna play 8th grade. I didn't do that.
So your coach was Tom.
In 7th grade, 6th grade it was or maybe that was.
Wasn't it James Powers' mom?
Nah, dude, that was she was the assistant. The coach was oh my god. Okay, I can't even think of his name right now. He plays for like West Point football, right? Or West.
Darian.
Yeah, Darian's dad was the coach.
Oh, you know what? I like the McDonald's.
Yeah, no, he was the
Steve.
coach. Yeah, Steve was the coach. He was like the manager, whatever. And she helped out, and we practiced at St. Anna's.
Dude,
You're trash.
how about Noah though?
Wow.
No, Greg. No, yeah,
Greg.
that's wild. That's
Catching
wild.
balls from Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, I just you know what he was talking about him in a recent interview. You guys see that? He said that he looks good. He said that he played with a certain veteran presence. Noah Gray. That's coming from Patty Mahomes. I was
Patty
like,
Mahomes said that
yeah,
about Noah Gray?
About Noah
Oh
Gray.
wow.
I said, oh shit.
That's wow.
And
That's
Travis
crazy.
Kelce is coming up on his contract year. I think they'll re-sign him, but he is old.
No,
He's like
definitely.
31 years old.
Yeah.
Tight ends don't last a long time.
That's
He's
such
also-
a great mentor.
He's also
though.
potential
oh my
for a fantasy
god.
breakout for
Oh,
like,
yeah.
a lot of people.
I mean,
Nobody knows.
probably not his rookie year,
It's
but
low key. If Travis Kelce gets hurt,
maybe.
you can watch out for
Yeah.
that. But
That'd be wild. Like imagine like
Honestly, I would draft Noah Gray and draft just to have Noah Gray on my team.
like imagine like I've played fantasy football, and when I say this, I'll explain it. But like I played fantasy football since I was like 9. Like drafting somebody and having somebody on my team that I actually know would be wild.
That is insane. I don't know him like on a personal level, but like
Oh, I
seeing
know.
him around in school and shit. It's just
I
like,
played football with him, but other than that, like that's where the relationship like.
for the people who
started.
know him though, they could have him on his fantasy team for breaks and be like, "Yo, where the fuck were you today?"
Like
I
Gabe
needed
knows
those
him-
extra
Gabe
12
knows
points.
him better than any of us, just because like his Angel was like close friends.
Yeah, I was about to say my brother's helping him with his clinic.
Yeah.
So
coming
your
up.
brother was nasty at ball too.
Yeah, he was okay. Nah, he
Football?
was pretty good. He went D3.
He said, yeah,
He's alright.
yeah.
Well, bro, we were just talking about Noah. Like,
I know. Yeah,
Like-
I get you. I got you. I get what you.
yeah,
I was just
like
funny
Ant,
when you
like
said it.
Ant, like him and Ant, like
I
all
just
of them
noticed you're wearing.
They were pretty good.
Like you're from-
Thanks.
Oh, dude, I do like those Crocs.
I just got them.
I'm not a big Croc guy.
Usually I wear my Birks, but
Hey yo, I got Berks on.
yeah, I usually I have the
Yeah.
black ones, but I recently purchased Cortez's
Huge
for the first
flop
time.
guy. As soon as
Your
summer
toes look
comes
kind
out-
of beat.
Dude, I
Shut the
took
hell up.
I took an L on my flops. I'm honestly chilling with
Yeah,
that.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Dude, I stepped when I was in Mexico. I stepped in like a fat piece of gum. But I
thought
didn't
you
even.
were saying.
I
I
didn't
thought you were
even
gonna
see
say a
it.
bad step, like a
Like
shit
poop.
shit.
No,
Yeah, I
a
thought
fat
it
piece
was
of, a
too.
fat piece of gum.
Like
And,
manure.
when I like, I literally like kind of like got stuck for like a little bit. Like,
Did you see him trying to reunite?
Bro, what was that?
and it was just like, I was just like trying to like, and like when I like lifted my foot, and I, like,
That's pretty damn good.
dude, when I lifted my foot, it was just like not good.
What kind of sandals?
They were just vineyard vines. It was.
You sniffed the gum? What type of gum was it?
Yeah, yeah. Was
It
it,
was,
pink?
it was just
blue,
regular
green?
bubble gum.
So it was white?
That was actually just
No,
a joke.
it was pink.
They stuck you with the generic, like it wasn't even
Yeah.
a good brand.
You so it was white?
Actually, if you chew gum long enough,
It
I
turn
think
white.
I think it always.
Nah,
turns
it wasn't. It was late pink.
It was pink, yeah. If it was pink, then.
But I was just joking about
He's like,
sniffing it.
what kind
man.
of,
I
like-
didn't know you were actually gonna give me an answer.
Yeah.
Did you actually sniff
So
that
so I
shit?
bought these Crocs because I didn't want to buy another pair of flip flops.
$39.99.
Did you wait in that long ass line in the outlets? Because every single time I go to the outlets, like,
No, I ordered them online
okay,
off Amazon.
like, it makes no sense. Like, I go to the outlets, right, and like stores that like you think would be packed aren't packed, and you can just walk right in. Every single time we go to the outlets, Crocs, it's got a line outside the door.
It's the
like-
smaller store.
Yeah, it's a smaller store, but I don't know why people are waiting in this line to go get
Have you
Crocs.
been trying to get Crocs for a while?
I don't know.
Dude,
I have,
Crocs
I
are
have
fire.
no idea. I haven't been trying to get Crocs.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about
yeah.
it for like 3 days, and then
I just like I'm just walking by and I'm like, this shit is long
Just
as hell.
reserve
Dude, I bought a pair of Yeezys today.
Really?
Too.
Yeah,
Pair of 350s.
I don't know my shoes. I have to.
Gabe's the shoe guy here. I gotta tell you,
I got a pair of
had-
Zion 350s.
I honestly don't remember the last pair of shoes I bought.
There's Zion.
I don't really buy shoes that
Yeah,
often.
ZYON.
And if I do, they're either plain black, plain white, or plain gray.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, I got those.
I've got the colorways. Any other thing than that?
Hell yeah, that shit's fire.
Oh, you know what? I actually do. I have seen those shoes before.
You like them?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of fake versions of that
Some
shoe.
girl at my
actually.
work
bought
wears
them
them.
on
Yeah, I think they're
StockX.
fake.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
saying.
what?
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
Like
you
this
buy them
warehouse
fake.
and some girl like works in these.
Really?
I think they're fake, but
See, I'm telling you, there's a ton of fake shoes.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I think that's one of the most like
Dude, have
famous
you-
ones I've seen.
have
yeah,
you
I would
been-
say I don't think that's hard to recreate.
No, I don't. Do they have like red lettering by any chance? Like red?
Some of them do.
Because
Like
those are the
zebras
ones
do.
I've seen. If those aren't them, like the ones with the red lettering,
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
tons.
Yes.
Like I mean, like tons of
Yes.
just like fake
Full,
shit. Like
full of fake.
you can go on like DHgate.
You know, I actually had to order these twice because
Alibaba.
for when you buy them on StockX, they like verify your shit.
Yeah.
So it didn't pass the first time, so they had to return them. Someone was trying to sell me like fake shoes.
Oh,
I'm telling you, people are any way to make a buck, man.
Oh yeah.
seriously.
They're
But like,
trying.
have you ever been to like the mall? You see like the vendors with like the fake Yeezys. Like,
Oh, man.
have you ever seen those?
I got scammed
Like on the-
so bad
Oh,
one time.
damn.
Oh man, I just am now remembering. Because you brought up I got any way to get $1. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I was on Poshmark and I was just trying to get rid of like the designer clothes that I had because I found no use for them anymore.
Yep.
And I was selling them. Some dude had like royal blue Jordans and he like messages me and says like I'll trade you like my Supreme shirt and like some other shirt and then like you'll get this. I was like, all right. So I go and I ship it and then like he just never like he like tells me he's gonna ship it. Like I'm texting him like responding.
Yeah.
And he's like mad chill at first and then he just like fucks me and just doesn't like ever do anything.
A deal gone
I
far.
have his address, but he lived in like St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm not gonna go to his doorstep.
Yeah, it's tough.
Hey,
Like,
you
that'd
owe
be
me
absurd.
some
Pull
shit.
up.
Yes,
You owe me some shit.
that would be the wrong place to go looking.
You drove all the way out here. Hell yeah. Now run me my Jordans.
A whole year later, I show up at his doorstep.
I know. Happy.
Wow.
Honestly,
Bad
Like,
move.
fuck my shoes.
Yeah.
what I thought you were gonna say when you started the story, because I know we mentioned malls. I thought you were gonna say like someone in the mall. Like,
Oh, I wouldn't
scammed
fall
you.
for that. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I was gonna say.
Honestly, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I
okay.
was like,
That's
oh,
what you guys
man.
thought of me?
Well,
No,
I
that's what-
was like, damn,
I
you got
was like,
scammed by,
bro, really?
by a mall person. I was like, damn, that shit sucks.
Nah,
the worst,
nah.
worst I've ever gotten, like conversation wise, with like one of those like people who just try to sell you stuff in the mall, was a guy who shined one of my shoes for free. Like he had some product that just like made your shoes look nice.
Oh, I know. The guy tried to do it for free for me too.
Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't even my fault, the original one, because Monica entertained the conversation, my girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, she was like, what's that? She's like, because my shoes were beat. I would have beat.
What kind of shoes were
They were just white and they were dirty, you know. And she was like, "Oh, your shoes are dirty." I was like, "Why are you bringing that up right now?" Like,
Yeah, you're trying to like walk
yeah,
on.
I'm trying to walk
yeah,
around,
that's
like,
what
I was like, he's like, "Yeah, come here." So I was like, "All right." I put my shoe on.
It's free though. It's
Yeah.
free. It's free.
Like, it's like, why are you entertaining?
Yes.
me?
And I put my shoe on, and he puts it on. He puts that little miracle stuff, Miracle Grow on it, and it goes
Miracle
away.
Grow.
It goes away, and then I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Thank you." He goes, "I'll get the other one for $5." I said, "No, thank you." He said, "So you really gonna walk around here with one shoe looking clean and one shoe looking dirty as hell?" I said, "Yes, sir." I walked away. That's about as much of a conversation as I've ever had.
Wow, that's the gimmick, huh? I was wondering what the gimmick was. I
Yo,
mean,
that's mad funny. Who's trying to finesse you?
I'm gonna do that
Honestly,
next time.
like-
I'm gonna. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's genius,
Yo,
man.
$5?
$5.
Honestly,
Dude,
shake my
I look at
hand.
him.
That was
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
dude, I look-
That's impressive.
Dude, honestly, like,
I just went home and I washed the other
congratulate you
shoe.
too, because I would have looked at him. I'd be
Yeah,
like, you
just
can
what?
suck my dick.
Yeah.
Like,
I literally just went home and I was like, he is right. I'm not gonna walk around with one shoe looking dirty as fuck.
You weren't gonna admit it to him though.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
So I threw the other one in like the washer or something. I took out I just cleaned it up. They looked the same, and I walked around looking clean again. So that's pretty much it.
If anything, it
That might
motivated
be-
you to watch that
wow.
show.
Yeah, it
It's a
did.
motivator.
Well, like, wow, that's tough. I would have definitely paid him, to be honest with you. Like, I don't have the balls to just be like, nope, all right, I'll see you, and
See,
walk
like
away. You know?
a younger me had those balls, but we just went to New York City, Times Square.
Oh man, that's hard.
It's
though.
bad.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
dad
it's
called
bad
me.
right now.
My dad called me like when he went to New York.
Yeah.
He was like, I was going to upstate New York. He thought I was going to like New York City.
Yeah.
And I kept telling him I wasn't going there. And he continually told me that. He's like, don't go to New York. He's like, it's fucked up. Human shit everywhere. And he's like yelling.
New
it.
York City right now. We went to go see a Knicks game before the playoffs. I'm not that rich. And
Tickets weren't that bad.
they weren't. Yeah, the regular like season games, like
Well,
right,
Celtics Nets $90 game 3.
was it in New
It was-
York though?
No,
No,
yeah,
TD
okay, that's
Garden.
different. That's different.
Because if it
I
was
didn't
at
take
that
that.
Barclays Center, that they were selling like shit for like 50% off.
Yeah. No, they were probably cheaper.
Yeah.
They were
But
probably cheaper.
New York, that first playoff game, the cheapest ticket was $1,000. So
Holy
I'm
shit.
glad
Yeah.
we didn't go.
Well, they
in
hadn't
the
been there
playoffs.
since 2012. So.
So they overpriced. But when we were
Oh,
walking
yeah.
around like Times Square, I'm like,
Deep breath.
people were so aggressive. Like if people were just selling random shit. Like some Asian guy was walking around with beads. There's like tons of them, and they just were like bead, and they would just hold up to your eyes like this beads, and they would walk with you. Like usually, like if you walk past someone, they'll eventually leave, but no, they're just beads, beads, and it was like a wristlet. We had
A wristlet.
yeah, and
Is that a thing?
well, like
Really?
a bracelet. Jesus.
A wristlet. Yo, I didn't even catch on to Lisa too.
I would have never. I would have
I
never said it.
didn't.
I'm sorry.
And there was like people like in the street. There was like I kid you not, these guys got so hostile with us. And honestly, this one was on
Because
me.
you
The
wouldn't
last
buy
one, the last one was on Mon, but this one was on me completely. We were walking by, and these guys were selling their mixtape.
Bro.
Yeah, I bought a
I was,
mixtape, Boston.
bro. I was literally gonna say, did someone try to sell you their
A mixtape.
Bro,
And-
because I went to New York City like, I'd say like 10 months ago, and these group of guys were like,
Yeah,
it's probably the same group
yeah.
of guys.
Honestly, it probably was.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, they're like, here you go, they signed it for us, and honestly, they were like, yeah, man, anything helps. And honestly, at that point, I was thinking, like, yeah, I'll throw like $2 at you guys. I don't give a shit. Like, it's a mixtape. I'll throw. And then he's like, we charge $10 a mixtape. And at that point, I'd already opened up my wallet to give him like 2 2s at this point, and he was like
2 1s.
Yeah, oh yeah, 2 1s, yeah. And I was like, and he's like, I see you got in your wallet. And then fucking Monica, she's got no filter. She was like, yeah, she's like, I'm not really feeling this. She's like, I would never listen to this if I'm being honest. Like out loud in front of all these guys, and I'm like, okay, well shit. Now I'm in the fucking. And then I was like, honestly, $10 is a little steep. He's like, I see you got it in your fucking wallet. And then he took back the mixtape and like, I think like he had like quarters in his hand. And like chucked them at my chest, and he's like, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, holy shit, a mixtape deal gone sideways. Like, what the fuck?
No, trust me.
A mixtape doesn't cost any money to make.
Well, and honestly, if I'm thinking about it, and I left that whole situation, and I wasn't even salty about that. What I was salty about is, why are you still making mixtape? Like, Monica brought up a good point. How the fuck am I gonna listen to that? Like, I don't have a record player anymore.
I have a CD player in my car.
You don't have a CD player?
I may be the only person our age with an extensive CD collection. Like,
really? I do.
To-date albums and such.
What I would, if I was them, I would be handing out flyers with scanned QR code that just leads you to Spotify.
Okay, I thought about this for like the podcast.
Yeah.
They have this thing that you put on the back of your phone, and you tap it to someone else's phone, and it brings up like your link tree right to their page. Like, it opens their phone up to it.
Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why don't you just hand out flyers, right? A good 60% of the people are going to take the flyer and throw it right out. The other 30% might take it home with them, but aren't going to look at it. Seriously? The other 10% might actually scan the QR code and give it, like, at least look at it. You may not listen to it.
Give it like 5%.
Yeah. You're going to get some people. Nobody's going to buy this mixtape, and especially listen to it.
I bought a mixtape in Boston a few years ago.
Yeah, you listened to it?
Yeah, I did in the car back home.
You lie.
No, dead ass.
There's a dude.
Was it dope?
There's a dude around here who like claims to be a Wu-Tang affiliate. I forget his name. He's that forgettable. But he stomps like this area, like Clegon, Fitchburg, Leominster, whatever. And my dad said he was like getting lunch one time, and this guy walked up to him with another little homie. And they're both trying to sell him CDs, and the guy's like, I'm a Wu-Tang affiliate, whatever, blah, blah, blah. My dad's like, well, it seems like you got it set, so like, I'm gonna buy it from this other guy. But I was just thinking to myself, I would never buy somebody's mixtape. Like, just tell me your Spotify.
That's kind of what I was like, all right, well, I can throw you like $2. Like, I got a big dinner going on. Like, I gotta save my money. Like, we were going to dinner.
I seen your wallet.
Yeah, that's what he said. He like looked at my wallet, and at that point I was like, holy shit. But not to mention, I was not scared at all. Cops every 5 feet, cop, and they weren't just holding little pistols. I'm talking like they were strapped up like it was cod, and they were going to be dropped in the gulag.
My boys just moved to Manhattan, and they said it's no joke. Like, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They've got ARs. They've got a pistol on the side, but like they're holding it, and they're on every. Like 5 feet, you're looking at another cop.
The government's preparing for all that.
Yeah, like World War Z is on the way, and they're preparing.
Oh my god!
Because they were strapped. I was like, holy shit! At least I know I'm good. Because I was like,
they always got like the sticks in their hands. So
yeah. There was a couple with them with just sticks.
You got horses?
I didn't see no horses. No, I didn't.
That leaves chances for people to like steal the horses. And that is a good opportunity for a good laugh on the video.
They're crackheads, though.
That's what I'm saying. A crackhead that steals a horse, tell me that that's not funny. Like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to Chicago last week, and there's
did you go down one of the bad? Because like,
I went to Chicago and I did that.
Like,
it was great.
I personally didn't go down, but from like my cousin's like boyfriend, where he was staying. A block down, there was a shooting the night of.
Well, that's so. When me and my family went down, I was like 12 or 13 at the time. We stayed in like the kind of like almost like downtown Chicago area. It's got all that touristy stuff and all that. But my dad had like the GPS on, and it took him like somewhere that just straight up was wrong.
Yeah.
And like we ended up like going down this like
The
back
south
alley.
side.
And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, where are we? And like everyone was just like, as we went down the street, everyone was like walking out of their house and just like looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing driving down the street? And I was like, oh my God, this is how I die. In the back
Man,
alley
no, my
in
family. I
fucking
went to
Chicago.
Chicago in like
is
the
sketchy.
fall. They wouldn't let me go to the south side. Like, so it was too
Is that
dangerous.
recorded,
Yeah.
boss?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see it that far.
No, it doesn't create the sound waves until after you stop the recording.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it just looked like a bunch of straight lines.
Nah,
I was like,
yeah.
are we recording right
No.
now?
But yeah, no, I went to Chicago in the fall, and like I was like kind of towards the south side. Like I was just wandering with my cousin, kind of just fucking around. But like, I hadn't made it like to the really
Yeah,
good part.
exactly.
But there was just a bus stop full of homies and girls, like Henny bottles out, like straight chugging, like smoking blunts right there in the corner. I was like, I've never actually seen someone posted on the corner. You know?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
every time I would leave my hotel, all you could smell is loud.
Oh, see, that's another
Right
thing
away.
too. Like
Yeah, I guess
like,
kind of.
the
Yeah.
city, like New York City, like we stayed at Citizens M, which I told you boys about. It's like
Oh yeah. I stayed at the Citizens M in
yeah,
Boston.
they're like right downtown. Like
Yeah.
the one in Boston's right next to TD
Yeah.
Garden. This one is like right next to like
They get great property. Holy
yeah,
shit.
they really do. This one's like right next to Times
They've
Square.
got some sort of tie or something.
Something,
dude. Yeah,
but they-
some sketchy.
Allowed everywhere. Like anywhere you walked, it would just smell like just straight fucking.
I mean, that's what it's like in any city. pretty
Any
much.
like
Exactly.
big
Like,
ass
Boston's
city.
like that
Yeah.
too. Like you just
Facts.
smell that everywhere. You walk to the Boston Common, it smells like straight pack.
I haven't
It's
been
just
to
getting
Boston in a
legalized
while.
now. That's why it's.
Last time I went to Boston, I just thought the next time I go to a city, I'm gonna go to an actual like bigger city because like I went to Chicago and like I saw Boston and I was like, you know, like I love Boston to death. Like, but
Well, Chicago's huge.
just once you start exploring, all you want to do is
Yeah.
like not go back.
Like I need to go to LA.
I need to go to. I'm about to buy tickets. $124 round trip to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, like September sometime.
Shit. Why you going?
Me and Liv are gonna go. So.
Oh
That's-
shit.
Yeah.
Like you got any like reason to go? Just going down to
I'm gonna
LA?
Fuck around and
Yeah.
go.
Shit, man. What
I've
are you
never
gonna
been.
do?
I don't know.
That was just asking.
Yeah, yeah. Have you guys ever been to LA? You been to California? No.
No,
I've
I
never
went
been.
to.
I always wanted to go.
Furthest that way I've gone is Alabama. Honestly, I think that's why we haven't moved further.
Yeah.
Racist.
Yeah. Wow. I couldn't
Like,
imagine.
wow. It's one thing because like I'm not even like I'm like brown, but like some people just
Yeah,
pass.
I was
Like I'm
actually
like kind
curious
of
about
like
this. What nationalities are you?
I'm white.
Puerto Rican, Italian, Scottish, and English.
Okay, so you got a good mix.
Yeah, I'm a
Scottish.
You're a monk.
What the hell?
yes, sir.
Where?
My grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Like we walked into a restaurant and we keep in mind like this restaurant is like there's plenty of seats.
Your family seems like they need to be more careful on
Yeah.
their vacations.
Like there's plenty of seats, like plenty. And they take us, they go, yeah, we got a seat for you guys. And they take us like into the back.
Whoa.
Like there's only one
what
table.
year was this? 1960?
No. Yeah, in the back. No, shit, man. It was, I think that might have been either a year before or a year after that Chicago trip.
Wow, man. That's
So like what?
See, this
Four-
like blows my
14,
mind.
11, like it was like right between those ages. Like
It's confusing for me that like that's still a thing, even in those like.
I'm sure
states
it's
that are,
gotten
like, an
probably a little bit
establishment.
better.
Yeah.
Was this like a
Yeah.
family like mom and pop shop or what?
Oh,
Was it like an establishment?
I know the woman who served us was old. Other than that, and I remember,
Okay, well, that's
I remember like the
deep.
back area we were like in. But other than that, I could tell you
Damn,
seats
that
were
makes- that
open.
hurts.
I know damn well seats were open. I remember that. Like, I remember walking in and being like, I looked at my dad and I was like, why can't we sit over there? And like she just kicked open like the back door and then there was just one table. Like I mean
That's terrifying.
I
bro.
mean like it was just one table back there and she was like, y'all can sit here. I was like, holy shit, bro. I think this is honestly.
I probably would have left.
We were
Even
so
if I was
goddamn
with like
hungry.
my family, I would have been like, I'm not eating.
The
here.
problem is
I'd
that
pull a scene.
we all hate
Like-
seafood, but when we went down to Alabama, only thing they had seafood.
Dude,
Like it was
Alabama?
tough to huge. Like
Really?
it was seafood,
you have?
seafood.
Yeah, the clams.
I know. This was one of the restaurants that wasn't seafood. There was only so many where we were, that weren't like an hour drive somewhere.
What'd you eat?
I don't remember.
Mac and cheese?
Well, probably. That's a southern thing. They got tons of mac and cheese.
Me and my boy just got up and drove to Arizona during the summer last year. And I drove through, like, Arkansas, and that was pretty rough.
Yeah?
I mean, like, I drove through what's, like, notorious, like, not, like, through the town, but I saw the exit for, like, the most racist town in, like, the country.
Holy
like,
shit.
This place was, like, crazy, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was insane.
Damn.
It was awful there.
Yeah, no, I definitely... Arkansas is a...
Indiana, in Indiana, too. I hated
I'm glad
Indiana.
I've never experienced anything like that.
I went to Crawfordsville, Indiana, on that Chicago trip. I went to my cousin's wedding. Crawfordsville. I was out in the middle of fucking nowhere with these fucking hicks, bro. They were so bad. It was awful.
There are certain places, like, honestly, Gabe, you'd be surprised how much, like, random shit like that happens to me. Like, we were at, right around here, the Big E. I kid you not. Like, there was, like, 3, like, you walk through that big tent to go in after you pay. And, like, they have, like, random security
that's
checks.
in Springfield, though.
Yeah. It's in that, like, and, like, they had, like, like, the metal detectors and all that, and they search you. And, like, I kid you not, they're letting everyone go. Like, everyone. And for some strange reason, they stop me, and they go, "Sir, can you, like, stand and put your arms like this?" I was like, "What?" Didn't even check Monica, who was with me.
Is your girlfriend white?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what is this for?
That's
and, like,
crazy.
of course, like, my belt went off, and at that point, I'm, like, kind of shit myself. My
you
belt
can
went
pass
off.
as an Italian.
Exactly, which is wild. I don't know why. And I'm like, my belt went off. I'm like, I lift up my shirt. I was like, it's just my belt. I was like, I was like, it's just my belt.
That's
like,
crazy.
please look and see the metal. Like, it's just my belt. Like, I just went through like the actual, like, you take out everything out of your pockets.
Maybe
and
they just think your face looks sketchy. Like maybe they just.
Maybe I
think
got the
it's
face
weird.
of just a terrorist.
Yeah, I
Someone's
mean,
just gonna
I don't
fuck
think you
someone
look
up.
terrifying. I think you look very like friendly, but
You look kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah, when I school you in basketball,
I do beat you, bro.
Stop it, bro. That never happened. Just for the record, because I
knows.
know this. Just for the record, because I know this. No, it never happened.
Yeah.
He admitted it on our podcast.
That never happened.
actually, I remember this. I listened to that.
I was drugged.
Dude,
Because I was drunk.
we were with kids that day. You weren't drugged.
I was drugged.
Like 7 in the morning. You ain't taking drugs that
I was
early.
drugged. No, I mean I was drugged when I said it on the podcast. Someone, you spiked my coffee.
Don't drink coffee.
You spiked my water. Spike something, because I would have never admitted that.
Who was our guest on that day?
It was Victor.
It was Victor.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I remember this.
I posted that scene on Instagram,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Because I was talking about that time Victor blocked me in, like, my first rec game where, like, a girl actually came to see me play.
Yes, that was, I remember, this was, like, the best story yet.
Yeah.
This was great.
Yeah, that's exactly why that came up.
It brought up, very,
Yeah,
like, oh,
I was
man,
like,
man,
Victor
okay.
is, like, the only person to ever actually, like, embarrass me on that
No,
court.
I blocked you.
Again,
It was
one.
It was on an 8-foot hoop.
No.
You were trying to
okay.
wind back, and you couldn't extend because it's a lower hoop, and I got in there.
You're right. No, he's right. I hate.
I blocked Lance last time.
Yeah,
so
You
no,
did block.
he's
I-
right.
I'm 5'8" and 3/4, bro.
I thought you meant like on like an actual.
Nah,
thing. I was like,
we were at
really?
Chad's, I think it was, doing
No, you're right, Chad.
yeah, and we were just trying to. It was just whoever
Yeah,
could
and-
dunk on who.
They put it down 8 feet, but like
I
there's
can
only
dunk
so
on
high
Lincoln.
I can go.
I can
Yeah.
dunk on you, Lincoln.
Let's stop it. Honestly though, on 8 feet, it's just all about timing.
Yeah.
Timing.
And that's what it was. He
Yeah.
wanted back, and I was just there, and
You probably could
can't-
dunk on
you
me
can't get
on
it
8
all the
feet.
way down.
Yeah.
You can't, you can't get extensions.
It's
Yeah.
not hard. It's just
I'd
it's all about
Kawhi
timing.
Leonard- I'd
If you
Kawhi
could
Leonard you.
stop it.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, no, that's disrespectful,
different.
'cause that's me jumping with you and knowing damn well what's going on. That ain't gonna happen, my friend. I will foul you before that happens. I will straight up tackle a man before he puts me on Sports Center.
Dude, that was so disrespectful.
But yeah, no, he did get me though. There was a couple people that got me that day.
Yeah.
Because
It happens, man.
I just like when I have it back here and I bring it back up, and it's just like you can only do so much.
Well, I mean, where's the fun if you don't do that on an 8-foot hoop? Then you're just like going up and like dunking on something like this. Like you gotta fucking yam on them if you're gonna yam.
I probably should have done 2 hands, but I don't like doing 2 hands. I'm not Shaquille O'Neal.
Because you like to extend your elbow at someone, you like to push them off you when you're dunking.
I like to get like on like a well hoop, you like bounce off and you put the ball behind your back and then you throw it because then they're already like trying to swing and they've already time.
I don't think I do that where I grab like I don't think I do the.
No.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like my boy has like a 6-foot hoop and like
definitely
2 6-foot hoops. Yeah. And I do that a lot. I just jump and like if they don't jump, I'm like putting my nuts on.
It's just instant. For me anyway, I'm just smaller. I gotta get that extra. I gotta get that extra distance, so I have to extend a little bit.
You get up too, you know. It's like up.
It gives you a little boost.
I probably do the same thing too.
Yeah. I don't think I do a little arm extension. I think I like that contact.
It's like those videos where they like step on them and then they like get like 2 feet higher, you know, like somehow like leverage off the person.
That's just.
Do you guys remember slam ball?
Oh, the trampoline.
Yeah.
I never seen. I wasn't around for that ever.
See, I don't think neither was I.
Yeah,
it was some clips of it on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what I mean. Like, it's just like
the one who introduced me to it was Vine.
Yes, actually, that's what I was going to refer to, but I used the more modern day reference.
There was a account that I actually followed. Like, I loved watching. Like, they would always post like once a day. Loved it. Like, I would just go on, and they would always post like clips.
How fantastic was Vine? Wow.
That
was the start of it. And then remember when Instagram like adapted the videos? It was only pictures, and then they did videos. And everyone's like, "What the fuck? They're trying to be Vine."
Yeah.
Now look where we're at. You know.
TikTok
is just Vine.
Yeah.
TikTok got away with like just a more social world. Like it is essentially like Vine but longer.
I don't get it though. I don't understand how that's possible.
And the funny thing is, the Vines, like the TikToks I see that go like famous
are
on Vine,
Vines. Yeah.
Don't like they do well. Like I'd be lying if they said they didn't do well. But like Vine, they would blow up like millions of likes. On like TikTok, they'll do like 400,000 or something. Like I
was just thinking like the people who do TikToks are the people who did Vines, and they just did like YouTube in between, and then now it's like
There's a couple of them that transitioned well like that. But honestly though,
I
know a ton of Vine people that like if I saw them, I'd be like, holy shit, you did Vine. But now, I don't see any of them on TikTok.
Think about
like,
how
most of them
easy it is
famous.
to blow up though on TikTok. Like not even necessarily like millions. Easy. But my friend Jason,
has he done it?
He's gonna be
Cam like.
Yeah, I got a friend too that.
Yeah, well, my friend uses it for his business. He's like my advertisement.
Oh,
He's flipping ships. He like buys boats on like Facebook Marketplace somewhere else, like fixes them up then like sells like little fishing boats and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like slowly growing his business and stuff. But he like he posted it on there with like all these hashtags and shit. And his first video got like over 700,000 like views in the first like 2 days.
Hey, don't tell me that.
Like yeah, dude. So like
don't tell me that.
So I was thinking a good way of advertising TikToks for the podcasts would be genius.
I know. I worked so goddamn hard. Like there was a month. Shut the fuck up.
You guys do well on social media.
On Instagram,
like.
yeah.
Instagram. You guys have a huge following. It seems like 4,000. That's pretty big.
Fuck up. Stop laughing.
No, it's just funny because your reaction. You know you fucking failed on it.
I failed so bad on TikTok.
What?
Like,
I did for podcasts?
I created a TikTok.
No, it was not even related to our podcast. Oh, okay. I mean, it was. It had the same, but it wasn't like during our.
It was
podcast.
our name, but like I didn't post
things.
like podcasts. I just kind of post stuff that was like going around that was famous, and like I just reacted to stuff or I made videos. And like, cause I seen other people do it and they blew up, so I was like, you know what, let's try it out. I went like a month of like trying to blow up on TikTok.
We did okay. We got 1,000 views on one.
Yeah, we got 1,000 views on one. It should have had like 80 likes on it. It was
like,
such a bust.
Yeah, but like you can't consider it a bust, man. You gotta keep like.
Dude, this kid maybe create a fucking TikTok
just to do it. He posted 4 videos.
Just like I posted a video.
I was thinking about
Gabe
using
was
it
like,
and just like posting snippets of the like what I have recorded of the podcast.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Like, doing that. But like still, I don't even think that's a bad idea. Any form of advertising. The whole reason I started this podcast originally was for like promotion of like local business and like local rappers and like anybody just that like wants to talk essentially.
Yeah.
But then now like I mean I just want to shoot the shit with people and just like hear what they have to say. You know what I mean? but like any form of advertisement is good, no matter how many people see it. Like 5 people see it, you like impacted 5 people. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't consider it a bust.
That is a fantastic attitude.
That is, I gotta applaud you for that, man. That's a fantastic outlook.
Well, that's what
My
happens when
brain
you're
It doesn't work that way.
I do not.
It doesn't work that way.
I posted an Instagram photo 2 nights ago where, like, I spent a lot of time on it, like editing and shit like that. I sent it to Gabe. I was like, do I post this right now or do I post it tomorrow? I got no patience.
Gabe's like, tomorrow.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
all right, I'll do it right now.
Gabe
It's a
goes,
big timing
Gabe,
thing.
yeah, it is.
Like, with
And
social
Gabe was
media.
like, he's like, yeah, wait till tomorrow. The thing about me is that once I create something, like I want to post it.
Oh,
Like,
man,
it's
me
been,
too.
Like I
Oh,
spent
it
all that
doesn't
time
matter.
making it. Like now I just want to show it to the world.
Man, I'll be fucking high as shit, and it'll be like 10:30, and I'll just find a bunch of pictures, and I'll post that shit, and it'll get like 66 likes or whatever. You're like,
Yeah,
what's happened here?
Busted.
I'm
hard.
looking like 11:30. The stream of text from Lincoln. Yeah, man, Gabe, you were right. I should have posted tomorrow, bro. This shit's not popping at all.
So what's an ideal time to post anything?
So when I first started, I figured. Well, actually, let's be clear here. The first probably 40 posts I ever posted, there was no timing. Like I didn't try to time anything. I didn't try to do anything. I was just posting.
I still haven't
honestly
even posted on
I had your mindset, which was honestly probably healthier for me because I was like, you know what, fuck
See,
it.
that's
Yeah, like,
the
this
issue.
is just
I've
like,
had this issue where I've been like on myself about like trying to like do this, but then like I mean through a lot of
Do you want to know what did it for me? It was
Me.
as soon as no, no. It was when I started getting a decent following.
And then-
It's when I started to care about like because
That's
now
different.
I've got close to 4,500 followers, but I like this last post. I had like 250 likes. It's like. Where are the other 4,250? Like, where?
I know exactly.
Where are you guys? Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking for you, but where are you? Like, that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's not even so much that like I'm not appreciative of those 250 people that have liked my picture. I'm more so angry at the other 4,250 that just straight up ignored it.
I understand. Dude, that must be frustrating. Yes.
Yeah.
See, I mean, like, I don't have like a following of any sort. I mean, like, I just started a podcast base.
Well, yeah, it started, yeah.
But like, my actual account has like almost 1,000. And like, when that shit doesn't get likes, I'm like, dude, who isn't liking this stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I know I have like 900 of you guys. Like,
Exactly.
what's going on here?
And it's wild to think about like why we care.
Yeah, but
Almost.
then because then I finally got to that at some point. It was like I really just don't give a fuck what happens here, and like it all started with like I would make music and I would like post the music on SoundCloud, expecting like for some reason expecting for it to like blow up.
Well, that's every single time I
And then
post
it would
is
get
what I
like
expect.
100 views or whatever. But then like one of my friends, Chris, like brought it to me. He was like, I had 7 views on this beat. And he's like, and one dude hit me up from Australia and told me he fucked with it and wanted to make music. And like
That's
he made
cool,
music with
man.
that dude. And he's like,
See,
dude,
that,
it doesn't
that
matter.
is the nice
It
part
doesn't matter
of
how
doing
many. It matters who sees it. You
Yeah,
know?
no, I agree. That is nice because like sometimes. No, I haven't had anybody like be like, yo. Well, technically, it's that app that kind of reached out to us.
Well, like we have like a couple of other podcasts who like always comment shit on our posts.
Yeah,
and
dude,
they want to collab with us.
That's
like,
great. That's like what
like
you
that
need to
slow
do. You know
grind
what I mean?
guy.
I love the slow grind. edits.
There's like
I love that guy. He's such a cool guy. He lives
I
in New
haven't-
York.
like
I'm not
people who
aware.
comment
I
on
gotta get
some
hit
people
that.
like
Slow
comment on
grind
YouTube
edits?
shit. Like,
Yeah, he's on Insta. He blew up.
did
He had one video. He was telling me
That's
about
all
it.
it takes, man. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. All it takes is one person, one video,
He
one
had
anything.
he had
you know?
about 3,000 followers. He told me. You know the thing is that he actually reposted a TikTok. It wasn't even his.
So do you know this guy like personally? Have you talked to him?
He won one of our
He
contests.
won one of our contests, but I knew him before. Not like personally. Like I knew him through like he reached out and we just chat on like our Instagrams. And he said that he reposted TikTok on Instagram as a reel, like Instagram Reels, and it blew up for like about 253,000 likes on Instagram.
Wow.
And he gained about 7,000 followers from it. And so now he's got about 10K. The problem right now that he's going with is that it's the same problem I'm going with. Like there's just
Like it's
You
not
got
like
all
a
these
consistent.
followers.
It's like a surge of them, and then
they just disappear.
yeah, okay.
So he's got
That's
about
like
as much
I saw
engagement
these-
as I do.
I saw
but
these tweets today from Kevin Hart, and it was just like he's like, it doesn't matter if you're the best. It's the matter of like staying on top, like
Yeah.
for as long as you can, because people are like shitting on him or whatever. but like, I guess it's just like a matter of like getting a consistent fan base. You guys are still like early though. Like
It hasn't been a year yet.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a year
I'm
yet.
just saying,
But
you guys are early. That's really impressive for you guys to have that sort of following already.
Well,
I'm hard on myself.
Well,
to be fair, Lincoln runs the
I
social
was
media
saying, it
accounts.
seems like you network
He
you guys very-
handles the social media completely almost. I mean, we do, he'll tell us about it and we'll kind of give ideas if he asks for it and whatnot. But to be fair, he creates all that stuff. Mainly all I'm doing is friggin', setting up the tech if we're actually recording that day. Just like figuring out the applications and whatnot. But he spends probably a lot more time figuring that stuff out.
He does all the memes.
So when and he's really good at it. He's good at the memes.
Yeah.
So when he obviously it's different.
Tough. Let me just say that. Like,
Yeah.
Memes
I
are
couldn't
fucking
imagine.
tough.
But like the way he like thinks about it is
It's
just,
impressive.
It's just spot on.
Well, I've
So
seen a lot of
crazy.
movies and shows. I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
that helps a
No.
shit ton.
Yeah,
Honestly,
entertainment, pop culture
that is
reference.
true.
Cause like
That is true.
I'll think of something and I'll be like, oh, you know what that kind of reminds me of? Reminds me of that one scene in Dodgeball or something like that one Nick's meme I posted like about Guru and he was just walking around and he's like, no, you're not getting any raises. Bro, that shit, like, I thought about that and I was like, holy shit. I was like, do you know what would really fit with this? The Knicks. If they lost in the first round, I was like, this would literally go perfect. Did I want the Knicks to lose in the first round? No. But I knew that I had
That's creative.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's very creative with it. So that's also ties into why he's so hard on himself because he creates 100% of the memes. So now obviously he's like, this is a great idea in my head, and then it flops. Obviously you get down on
this
yourself.
is why I don't think you should be down on yourself because like no offense to the other guy, but he reposted somebody else's TikTok on his Instagram. Your shit's original. You know what I mean? Like no, I'm not throwing any shade at that guy.
Yeah,
but,
no,
like,
he's a good guy.
You know what I mean? Like if you stay true, then that would mean more if like it was off of some. You know what I mean?
Speaking on like that original shit, I posted a Logan Paul video. Like he was like, it was him saying basically like, this is like how this is the fight of my life. It's gonna make my life. And then I just cut it to like some SpongeBob sound of him and him getting like rocked and shit. I thought it was funny as shit. Like when I posted, I was like, oh damn, this is kind of funny. It did okay. It did well for Instagram. I saw a TikTok doing I mean this identical thing, but with Bryce Hall with that whole YouTube versus TikTok thing. Like
Damn,
it was him saying
they jacked you.
Yeah, probably not like really, but like it was just like the same
I'm
concept.
trying to give you some credit.
Yeah, no. It was just like the same concept. Like the SpongeBob sound came on, and it showed him getting rocked around.
Was it like the
72,000 likes? Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was 72,000 likes on TikTok. I was like, oh my god! I was like, that's literally what I posted, except for
You should
Logan
just
Paul.
post it on. Did you just post it on TikTok, man?
No, it's too late now.
What I'm saying though is he's like right though. Like realistically, if you post those memes and stuff like that, what's the harm in posting it on the TikTok page?
I did one
just for shits and giggles, but just do it for. If you did it for all of them, there's this potential. It's doubling down on your.
No.
thought.
Really, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I don't know. Like truthfully, I wasn't even thinking about the TikTok shit until right now. I just thought about the idea of that, and I was
no,
like,
I
that
would definitely recommend it because
you know what I mean?
you never
Because,
know
like,
when your shit's gonna blow up.
But like, it's just it's
But you
branding
gotta keep
yourself.
strong,
It's just like
yeah, and realistically, if you're looking for a video to blow up, like TikTok is the number 1 option.
Absolutely,
well,
it
like
is.
okay, another big reason I want to start a podcast was just so like I could network with people that I wouldn't normally talk to. You know what I mean? I think I post pictures on my actual Instagram and everything's black and white because that's kind of how I feel about like social media, like in people. You know what I mean? It's really black and white, like opinionated, and like people are one way or the other, and it's like
man.
whatever. And like you just like a picture, and
You don't
then,
look like you. You don't talk like you.
and
You don't
people
dress
like a
like
picture.
you. Nobody's really gonna wanna.
exactly,
You know what I mean?
man. And
That's
like
exactly
you
how
show
it
like
is.
you show like almost a fake version, like not like fake, but like the best version of yourself goes up there. And it's like
man,
you
I'm
like
looking
pictures.
beat as fuck at like 70% of the time, but
Yeah.
then when I post, I'm looking.
Exactly.
That's
Dude,
my best 10%.
Exactly.
That's what I'm looking. I'm looking clean.
You say 70%, 10%, 80%.
But like I don't know.
Yeah, there's an extra 20% in there where I'm looking okay. I'm looking
people that
presentable.
like you like their pictures, but like you wouldn't talk to in real life even if you saw them. You know what I mean? That's what like and the big reason of this would be was like I know, I kind of knew you. I knew you pretty well because we worked together, and I knew you probably the best because like I went to middle school with you. Yeah. If I saw you in public, I talked to you. If I saw you in public, I talked to you. I probably wouldn't have talked to you. Probably not. But now we have this great conversation and like a friendship and like relationship now. You know what I mean? Like that's like, I feel you. It's crazy that how like that could work, but like you gotta make the bad parts of social media work into like real life almost. You know? Real life. I feel you.
You just inspirational speaker right there.
Oh, me?
No, you. What do you mean?
You
just fucking beat as hell just then.
I have a really big, like, I don't know, negative idea of like, that's not motivational.
No, it's motivating. Like, you speak truth.
Good mindset.
No, you absolutely speak truth.
It's just like, I don't know. I
Instagram is 100%. You look at everyone, and it's the same thing of like that's every single social media post is people are posting, not you, but you look up to them as if they have this great life, but you don't know the backstory of it. It's no different than a friggin' iceberg. You look at you see the top whatever 5, 10, 50%, bottom friggin' whatever 75, 80% is shit, and all these people actually live with depression, all that stuff, and they're living on Instagram as if they're like, oh my god, that's like the best looking dude I've ever seen in my life, or the prettiest girl I've ever seen in my life. Realistically, she's struggling. It's just the same exact type of content.
And when those people post on Instagram and they get like less than 100 likes or whatever, and they see like the people that they're trying to like look up to get like hundreds of thousands, imagine how like crushing that is. Like that, like that.
Yeah, man, shit is crushing, man.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I know on my personal page. On my personal page, if I post a picture,
exactly. When you're trying to do something with like a business or like a passion or something, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's awful, man.
Yeah, like it's just like my personal page.
It's the whole thing's so demoralizing, you know.
No, I feel you. I feel that personally.
I try not to. Like I get caught up too with it. Like I'm not. I'm a hypocrite, obviously. Like I say all this shit, but like I get caught up with like Instagram. I start scrolling on Reels. Like before you guys got here, I was just like sitting down scrolling on Reels, and then I thought to myself like, what the fuck am I fucking doing? You know what I mean? But like, you gotta like mix it up.
I just posted a photo like right before we stepped into this house. Honestly, I haven't even checked my phone yet. Usually, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, refresh. Who's liking?
See, this is a better. That's what I used to do that, and then when I post a picture now, I just walk away from it. Honestly.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I haven't looked at my phone yet. I don't.
I know Joe Rogan does this thing on Twitter.
Because you're here.
No. I saw you. I saw you check your phone.
Is it like superstition?
No, I check my phone because my different topics.
Okay, well, I'm saying I saw you check your phone. I was like, I just remembered. I was like, oh shit, I just posted a picture. I was like, I should probably check how it's doing. I kept it in my pocket.
I appreciate that.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Courtesy. Look at you being a fucking a rude ass guest. No. Colin hates you now. No, but like I already said it. It's official. Like,
no, really, it's fine. I understand if like, you need to.
My man right here was he just rolled up a joint and smoked it. I don't think he gave a shit if I looked at my phone.
No, it's all good.
He actually, as soon as you took out your phone, he whispered to me and said, "This fucking guy."
Yeah, this fucking douchebag.
Nah, dude.
Didn't you guys see the bin over by the stairs? You're supposed to leave the fucking phone in there.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm sorry, fuck it, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you know?
I don't know where to look for the camera, but I hope it caught it. I hope that caught it.
I hope so too.
But
no, I don't know. Social media shit. I don't know. I have a very negative perspective on a lot of things, government, politics.
Yeah.
Politics is an area where I try to stay out.
Oh, dude, I need to stay away from it. Don't get me started, man.
Like, my internship is based in Austin, Texas.
Oh, that's sweet, man. I heard Austin, Texas is popping right now.
Yeah, so all, like, it's let me be clear, it's remote. Like, it's a remote internship.
Nah, we thought you were driving there every day.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm actually flying there every day. I spend mad bank. But...
Now they pay for it. Now they pay
all from the south, and like, Jesus, every single time politics come up, I try to stay as far away from it as possible because like, this is like it's just a bunch of different people from around the U.S. and I'm not sure what to say, what not to say. You know, I could say something and then be like, yeah, I don't fuck with that guy, or you don't like him. Why not? Like, I'm just...
And then you don't know what that guy knows. He might know what I mean? He's watching Fox, you're watching CNN.
Like, I'm just... I'm not.
But it's facts though.
I'd stay
it's all
away from politics.
Specifically, politics is the most depressing thing right now because you have people on social media who don't even know you, and they're unfollowing you randomly because they think you have this type of like point of view when you don't. Like,
yeah, no.
It's so
The
ridiculous.
people who like when you went into your AP government class. Did you guys take like AP Gov or Gov?
I'm not even kidding. And it wasn't even like I don't even want to put it out there. Like, yes, I like some of what Trump did when he was in there. I wasn't a complete Trump hater like some of the other people, right? And I'm not a Republican, and I'm not even that much into politics. I believe in what I believe in, right? And I've never even reposted anything. Like, I don't even like I maybe like something on Twitter.
What your problem is? You're white.
But it's not even that, dog. Like,
I'm not being rude.
I know that. But I'm just saying, like, say I like something on Twitter, right? And I'm not even someone who's like an aggressive Republican. I'm not fighting anyone on anything.
Yeah.
Obviously, if someone comes at me aggressive, like, I'll just defend my point. But I've probably lost like 50 to 100 followers, not even kidding, over that shit. And I'm not even aggressive about it.
I like somehow lost I lost all the Republican people, definitely, for sure. Because like when like the BLM shit, instead of like posting like the black screen, truthfully, like I didn't think that really did much. So
you know what, so I agree with that.
I mean, I'm not gonna try to like throw shade at it.
No,
it's a great idea of a movement. But what does that really do?
Like I did do the black screen, but like someone was like, I was like, what is this gonna do? Like, what is this supposed to do for anything?
Exactly.
And like someone was just like, what's the harm in doing it? And I was like, I guess you're right.
I would rather
post it, but I was just like, I really...
There's different, and that's where I stand too. Like that's what you're saying is exactly what I'm talking about. Like I'm not downing that or any point of that. Yeah. But it's like you like what you said. You can do something that actually changes it, and I would be into that.
Exactly. Well, instead of doing that, what I was gonna say is I just like spoke my mind on my story, and I just wrote something like, "I'm a white dude. I will never be able to walk a mile in a black man or like any other colored man's shoes, but I'll walk like 100 miles next to you."
Yeah,
you know what I
mean?
And it's just like that's what I have to say about it. It's just like I will be there for anybody in this movement or whatever. But like, what can I really do? Like, I'm a white dude who's never experienced any of this shit. Like, me posting a black screen is not gonna do anything. Like, if you say this will help, I will do it. But like, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I feel that.
And like, I don't know. I definitely threaded out all the Republicans though during all that shit.
At the same time, though, if you're one of the people who do,
they're gone, man. They're gone. Like 30, 40 followers gone.
And that and it was the same thing.
I don't think you're losing much. Like, if people really want to follow you...
See, that's the thing. I want to have people on here who did vote for Trump, and I want to hear why they did that. I want educated people who voted for Trump, and I want to hear what they have to say about it, you know?
There are some people that I know in high school that were, like, very huge on, like, they were big Democrats, and then they went to college.
There's uneducated Biden voters, too.
Absolutely. No,
it goes both ways with everything in life. Like, it doesn't, not just politics.
Well, the media influenced the whole Biden thing. Like, Biden was huge in the media.
Fuck, man. We didn't really have two great choices there. I mean, they kind of fucking...
we never do.
No, not really. We haven't had a great two choices in a long time. I liked Obama, I did. But
like, that was like the first,
even,
like
a good choice.
Like, he was okay.
He's the best one out of what we've
got so
far.
Exactly.
I mean, for like nominees.
He's definitely did some shit where,
it's been sketched.
It's been sketched, but from what we've seen, I mean, Biden's done shit.
He's a good guy, though. He's like a good person. He wanted like the greater good, it seemed like. You know what I mean?
All I know, where's my money at? Because he said he's going to reimburse me like $16K for like college.
Yeah, Biden?
That's what
I heard too. Yo, where's my money? Moneybag Joe, where's my cash?
Where's that money?
Well, that's not happening.
That's not gonna happen. You need to.
Well, that was one of his
pass that through. It's not gonna get passed through.
Well,
he can propose it.
Yeah.
It's not
that was his biggest promise going into office was that he's gonna get about $16K lifted off.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They can talk all they want until their constituents who paid to get them on that platform are just like, we're gonna push this different idea no matter what happened. You're gonna do this kind of thing. You know, that's like the.
I'm worried about the next election.
I just don't get why education isn't free right now.
That honestly,
most of Europe
is point. Like,
free.
Why am I like? I get why. Let me be clear. I get why we have to pay for college, especially in a sense of, the college has to pay salary for teachers. They also have to pay. Honestly, I think any college, even think community colleges have dining halls. So you gotta pay for food. You gotta pay for that.
Nah,
stuff.
we didn't.
You didn't have a dining hall.
No.
Okay, well
Where'd
then.
you go to school?
First 2 years was Quincy, and then I transferred. to
Yeah,
UMass.
so no dining. Well,
No
even
dining hall. You had a cafe, but it was like a Starbucks type of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they
I
probably
went to
actually
the
did
Mount.
so.
I went to the Mount for a couple semesters. It was like that.
Yeah.
So okay, so maybe not community college, but
School
like
lunch.
colleges, like you have to pay the staff for you have to pay the workers, you have to pay for the food,
It's like an
you gotta
independent
pay for
kind of
housing.
thing. Government can't be on that.
Yeah, and you know,
I'm sure they are though.
we gotta get that money somehow.
No, yeah.
Nah, but schooling,
like
college is the one thing that I hate. I hate it.
Yeah, no.
I had a better education at, and obviously I can't say too much because of the whole virus and everything like that. But like teachers who actually care at community college than I did at UMass Amherst. And you know, you get a job, and they're gonna teach you regardless of what. You're gonna get through that same training at that same job that you're getting at.
Yeah, right now, honestly, my 4 weeks so far, I've learned more about
that's
the
what I'm
sales
saying.
industry than I have in my 3 years.
And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that my perspective is the right one, but the way that I view college is like it's such a money scam in a sense where no matter what job, I mean, obviously like lawyers, doctors, like there is some legit thing that you need education, saving lives, like that kind of thing. But a lot of the jobs, you know, especially business, you get an internship or any type of job, they are putting you through that training and they're teaching you it basically as if you didn't know. And you're however much you are in debt, you're gonna have to pay that off regardless. And now you're learning all this new information that is so much more important than what you've learned your past 3 years in college.
Oh God, I'm not looking forward to that. Holy shit! Oh my God, whatever jackass told me to go to Assumption College, I got smacked.
I got lucky. I went to the Mount for like
That's why I
3
went to
semesters.
that's why I went to Quinn Sigma
and then
first 2 years.
I dropped out trying to figure out something. I could always go back, but like I paid it off. Yeah, it's a good idea because then you just go.
Well,
there.
I'm going on my senior year in college. $8,000 in debt after a year at UMass.
Oh, yeah.
And I paid off completely the Quinn Sig. I'm here now, and I mean next year I'm gonna be obviously a little more in debt, but I'm not living on camp. It'll be you know, but nothing like others people who are like over $100,000 in debt, and they're scratching and clawing, and they're not even making half of that their first 5 years.
I almost went to Arizona State.
Yeah,
that shit's like almost $50,000 a semester.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's.
And then I ended up at the Mount.
That's what I was talking about. I was potentially
after looking
gonna
at
say
the decisions, I went right to the Mount.
I was thinking about Bentley and UConn, same thing, 60, 70K
Crazy.
a semester.
No,
UML bless, man.
Yeah, Gabe goes for free, right? Or at least semi-free. At least
where do you go?
Damn close.
Masshole.
For free?
I go for like 2 G's.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's pretty
incredible.
good for UMass Lowell. I'd go for fucking $2,000.
Yeah.
I'd go anywhere. For
You can go anywhere for $2,000.
See, that's the other thing too. Is that like
Make that in like a month.
degree wise, like everyone kind of goes into that stigma like you got to get the best school, but at the same time, like
It's a piece of paper.
my girlfriend's going into like grad school soon, and like she wants to go to some top school, but like to pay like extra money, and I'm like, fuck no, like let's go somewhere fucking cheap. It's the same goddamn degree. We're gonna have to pay these loans off later.
Talking like Ivy League, like
Not Ivy League, but somewhere where I'm not like I really don't want to pay an extra. We're already like I'm paying close to $26,000 a year to go to Assumption
a
College.
year. Okay, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent compared to what usually. I mean, it's
Well, yeah. Well, I got a lot off of financial aid and shit like that. So I got $26,000 a year. Obviously, this past year, nowhere close to $26,000.
yeah.
Probably way lower. But if I think about it, hers is more.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah, she pays a little bit less than I do, but we're both gonna walk out of there with
Where does she go?
same school.
Oh.
So we're both gonna walk out of Assumption at with close to 90 to 100 grand in debt. So then you add them together, you're close to 200, and now she's got to go to grad school, and that shit ain't fucking cheap because she wants to go to somewhere like
I hope Liv's
UConn.
parents have that figured out because I want nothing to do with none of that.
UConn.
shit.
Yeah.
He went straight for it.
Like UConn, she's thinking about
That's what I'm talking about. When I applied there, I'm like, I'm looking
like
at numbers. I'm like,
Northeastern is another
fuck
one,
no.
Boston College. I'm like, you're looking at like a $60,000 to $80,000 school here,
That's
kid. I'm like, this ain't
Those
fucking
schools
cheap.
are fucking.
UConn's so expensive. I think BC's yeah. I know when I went to
BC is,
UConn
like,
out of state,
prestige.
BC might be a little
Yeah.
because in state, but UConn out of
Let's
state
check it.
was like
I wanna
$60,000.
see BC's tuition.
But no, it's like what he's saying is that 56.
56
Yeah,
grand
in-
for in-state tuition
In state.
That's
For what?
for BC.
Oh, damn. She ain't in state, though.
Yeah.
Well, actually, depends. Because she might get away with it.
Well, it depends too on yeah. I mean, masters you could get potential if she figured out a job prior to it. She could.
Yeah.
They might pay for some of it, or you might get extra scholarships for masters and whatnot.
40K?
40. They fucked me over. They put me up at like 45, 50.
For what?
UConn. It says 17 for in-state.
Oh, okay, I guess that's not bad, but still, I don't know.
Doesn't she live in Connecticut too?
Yeah, she does. So
Yeah.
she would get in state. But,
Push that.
yeah. Seriously.
Push that one, yeah. Seriously.
I think those are semester rates though. I think
Semester.
it's just that's crazy.
Yeah, 17 semester.
100
But,
almost.
I don't know,
Wow,
man.
80 grand a year. That's a lot of money.
But you're onto something though, because you could get that same thing if you get that education. Not necessarily once you get that work experience though, and you put that on your resume. That's what other jobs will care about is the work experience over any type of school that you go to.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Experience is always like takes over for education, I guess. Like even in like personal life, you know.
No. But that's what she's thinking right now. So I was like, damn, like you can get that same degree anywhere, man. I'm not really feeling pain because that's just gonna come back. Like, money's money, man. I'm a huge hoarder.
Oh, I am too.
I'm mad
very
frugal with
cheap.
my money.
Yo,
like,
I'm so cheap.
so frugal. Like, but at the same time, I like to spend. But if I can, like, sometimes I'm a little bit like schemy. Like if I'm getting the bill, like if I like, because everyone now is just like, yeah, like if you know you put one card on the bill, everyone Venmos you back. You know what I mean?
I'm a penny pincher. Don't get me started with the bill shit,
Like,
and Venmo, and all
Like
that.
I'm just like I hate when people Venmo me like extra. Like I'll get tight if like they'll be like I've got a friend that like will be like she'll put fucking like $5 extra on there, like, and I know damn well I didn't get no $5 on there. Like I know exactly how much my shit was. It'll be like $20 with tip. And everything.
Request you $5?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're saying
okay.
asking for
Yeah,
money.
yeah, okay.
They're talking about getting extra
Yeah, I
money.
thought you was
I
okay.
I was like, bro,
yes,
are you
I was
drunk?
confused. Yes, I was like, what are you talking about? No, okay, that makes sense.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna say any names, but like, they'll request me like fucking like $5 extra. I'm like bugging. But at the same time,
No,
though,
I
like
feel
I'm
that.
such like an easygoing person that I honestly like I just accept it because like I
No,
just
I
I
used to
have
get-
no fight in me to be like.
I would
No
I
confrontation.
never had that happen to me, but if someone did, I'd be like, nah, like I'll literally give them
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I
Especially
actually
now.
know. Like, it's $5 extra, be like, get out of here.
Like I'm not really worried right now, especially where I'm at. Like
I used to be.
about-
It's like she's paying. It's like you're paying with interest.
Yeah, it's like I paid for this, so like
The fee.
$10 interest fee.
Yeah.
It'll pay back.
Chop that up.
I used to be weird with like having cash and then paying for something in cash and then somebody Venmoing me for what I paid because now I don't have that cash present anymore and I gotta
Yeah.
wait the 1 to 3 business days because I don't like the instant thing. My instant thing doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It takes 1 to 3 days. Usually it's like
Oof.
1 day, but like
Yeah,
still,
no.
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't do
want
instant.
that
I
cash.
don't want to pay that.
I get weird
that
about
tax.
it. You know what I mean? I get.
Is
like,
that a
penny
bathroom
pincher.
back there?
Yeah. Go.
Somebody,
man.
I got fucking hits. Yo.
I was gonna say, I was wondering. You kept looking over there.
Yeah,
I was like,
bro, I
what's
saw
going
it, bro.
on?
I was like, I've had to take a piss for a
Keep it
minute.
warm
You
for
got
you.
it, bro. Lights on your left.
Lights on my left.
Your other left.
Okay.
No. Underneath like the shelf on now your right.
Oh, I see. I got it. Well, I was looking over
Sideways. They go sideways. Horizontal.
Got it.
Yes.
Are you two? Don't want to turn
It
a
was
light on?
underneath the fucking shelf.
Yeah.
Relax, hey?
Oh, so
Like it's,
I wanted to bring up the bus 10. And do you have one vivid memory of our bus ride? Like one that stuck out more? Because I have one that's like very vivid.
The only like vivid story that I remember is the time that like the quarters won.
Oh, in the Staples.
Yeah, in the Staples.
Oh, okay, that was
wasn't
crazy.
that the Staples?
Yeah,
not the quarters. Yeah.
Oh, that was rough. So one time, so Teddy, our friend Teddy, he was throwing Staples at these kids in the middle of the bus of a different ethnicity, and for some reason was beefing with them every
Is Teddy white?
day.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
he's white. And me, Gabe, and a couple other kids never had any issues with it. Like, I felt like I was boys with these kids. Like they played baseball and stuff. Like we were tight with them.
They were chill.
They were super. They were wicked nice to me.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Teddy always had to fuck with them, and I'm definitely gonna censor his name. And he for the whole day he collected Staples out of his packet, and he had a handful of Staples like at the end of the day, and he was just throwing Staples at these kids on the bus, and they're getting fucking pissed, bro. And then eventually they like run over and snatch his hat and throw his hat up the moving bus. That was crazy, yeah. No, but I remember
He deserved it though.
the one big memory I have is we had that Cow Eyes bus driver. Remember, she had huge fucking eyes, and she'd like look into like the big the big like rear view mirror, and like everyone would be mooing and shit. And she didn't know about the big bump that was on your street, and like. It's not even that, like, when you drive on it in a car, it's nothing crazy, but it's, like, it's a V, like, you know what I mean? Like, it comes down from the top, and then it goes back up the hill. And she had no clue about this, and, like, we had, like, 2 years experience with this bump.
Dude, we would always just, like, when it was coming up, we would always, like, stand
Everyone would be like, oh, and, like, we're waiting to hit this bump. We're talking about, you know how Gage Street goes like this?
Yeah.
On our bus,
I got you.
our bus in middle school used to, like, come all the way down from like the top, and then everyone would be waiting, and like since the bus is so long, it like fucking like slingshot you up in the air, and like the regular bus driver caught on would go slow and like fuck us over. Yeah, I don't know. It's the plumbing.
I thought I left the sink on for a minute. I was
Nah.
like, yo, am I bugging out?
So
I'm not kidding though. I just pissed out a Great Lake. I don't know what was going on, but like
the high noons.
the high noons really got to me.
Yeah. So
What are you looking at?
we were saying how that so we were coming down like that hill and like bottoms out, blah blah blah, and we had this new bus driver. She was like a temporary. She'd come in every once in a while. She had these huge fucking eyes that were massive, and she'd look up in like the big rear view mirror. She looked like, we called her Cow Eyes, and everyone would be like moo, like mooing in the back of the bus. And so she had no clue about this bump and like what she was in for. And she comes like hurling down full speed, and we would like sit up on the seat, and we'd jump up as high as we could and like try to like punch the top of the school bus wicked loud and pretend like we all got hurt. And this lady hit it so damn hard. I remember Brady Martin was standing on the seat, and he got shot up in his back, hit the top of the fucking school bus, and he came back down, and so did Teddy. Teddy got like rocked and was like laying across the seats. It was insane, man. That was like definitely my best memory of the bus tent.
That's funny as fuck, man. I never had experience like that in terms of like school buses.
It was
Now our school bus, I think it was 31A in middle school at Skyview. That was the number, I think.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, but no.
I think it was 31.
No, I'm being dead ass. I think that was the number.
31A.
Yeah, there was 31A and B. I'm not kidding.
Fuck.
Bro.
They're whack ass.
Bro,
we had like 1 through like 11.
Yeah.
Or 1
Nah,
through, like 12
it was
or
1
whatever.
through. I think it was 31A or B. I think I was on.
1 through
Skyview?
6. You were like, what the fuck?
Skyview.
You're on bus 4. Like, what the fuck?
Dog, your ass probably got fucking picked up.
Hell no, I took the bus, dog.
Dude,
I never took the bus until I went to Samoset.
Our
And we
school
had, like,
bus-
the craziest bus ever.
Our school bus would stop like daily, and she would scream at us because we were too loud or some shit.
The lady was constantly calling
Yeah.
us up to the
See,
front of the bus.
I would
All
never
the
be
time.
with you.
She would wrongly
Me?
accuse you.
Yeah,
She,
no, I would never be with you.
Honestly,
You
she
were
never
on the
did
other
to
side
me,
of the
though.
bus.
she got me a couple times of wrongly
Yeah.
accusing me for things that I
My
didn't
bus
do.
was whack. Like, I knew the people that were on my bus.
It was me, Michael Ailes, Michael Bernard, Michael
See,
Viola.
that's what I'm talking about. Everyone lives in North
Mario.
Leominster. Like,
Mario was on
Yeah,
it.
you live in like a neighborhood where
We had
like,
so
that's-
many people outside the
I
neighborhood,
thought you
same
lived
thing.
in that neighborhood.
no, I
No.
live.
He lives. He's downtown.
I'm like right next to high school.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
sometimes.
Well, you probably had Bobby Davis on your bus. Unless he got picked
In
up.
Skyview?
I didn't go to Skyview.
Oh, yeah.
He went to Samoset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's a
there you go.
weird area. That area is like one way or the other.
You
And then,
could have
like,
gone to Samset too, pretty much.
You
I
could've.
feel like.
I could have, but all my
Skyview
friends
was
went
better.
to Skyview.
Sky was
Yeah.
better.
Like, all the people that I was,
Skyview
like,
was
really
not
close to.
Samoset was mad dirty. Like,
Yeah.
Skyview was
What?
cleaner.
He said
Nah.
Samset's mad, dude.
No. Skyview
Dude,
was just
Skyview
newer.
was just a new
yeah,
school,
Skyview
dog.
was just
That's what I'm saying,
though. That's what I'm saying, dog.
Hey, you know, Samoset's just dirty, dog.
Samset's dirty.
It's just a dirty
Bro,
school.
we're just the OGs.
Dog, I played
You
in
guys had to
gym.
get
and
a
I'd be
scrappy ass new school.
Yo, our gym was
Yeah,
lit. Your gym,
happy
I'd be
you
slipping
guys-
and sliding.
Yes, no, see, Skyview, I agree with that. Skyview's gym, legit. Samoset's gym.
I would
The only
like be
thing I was-
dirt everywhere.
The only thing I
Yeah,
was jealous
bro.
of, you guys had vending machines that sold Izzy's, yo, and I used to fuck with Izzy's
We
so
had
hard.
those for a little
But
bit.
no, but it didn't come around until
Yeah,
like
yeah,
later.
yeah.
Like,
Skyview
you
was
were
pretty
in, like
lit.
7th or 8th
Fuck
grade.
with
Like, you know what I
Skyview.
mean?
That was a good time.
It was a good time.
I had a great
enjoyed it.
Simpler
before-
days.
Every day before school.
Honestly, I fucked with Samset too.
Dude,
but
every
I
day.
just missed middle school and high school too.
Yeah, every day we'd get dropped off by
I guess
the
in
bus,
a
man.
child sense, like, you know what I mean? Like, I
Exactly,
miss, like,
yeah.
those memories, but, like, in terms of, like, missing it actually,
Oh.
like, no.
But
Well,
they treated
I
us
don't
in
even
middle
really
school and
miss
high school,
most of the
like-
people.
My
from
best
high school.
memories of Samoset was when we'd get off the bus and we'd go straight to the gym and we'd just start playing 2-on-2 basketball.
Yeah.
And like the whole
see,
school
like,
would be
that-
watching you play, and you just like do some. I remember I did the J.R. Smith like on the knees celebration one time. Like I get like hyped up, you know.
Yeah,
Those
no,
are
I feel
good
that.
memories.
I liked
I wouldn't.
I
wanna
like
go
that
back.
sense of like just being like a kid and shit. Like playing basketball, like
That's what I mean. Like,
now, like as a kid,
Yeah.
even like
Dude, I get
could-
sore. I
could
hurt
go
after.
hours.
Like that's
Yeah.
weird, bro.
We
Yeah.
played.
Bro, you want to talk
I
about
pulled my
his knees?
hamstring yesterday and I'm hurting right now.
You wanna talk about his
Dude,
knees,
like,
dog?
I'm like
my
out of breath,
knees,
like about to throw
my
up and
knees are
shit.
shit. Like we played one game with like 3-on-3 basketball. Like me, Landscape,
Bobby was there.
yeah,
A few-
Bobby
few of
Davis
his-
was actually there
few of his
because he's
friends.
right up the street from me. Then he goes to Assumption, and then a buddy of mine,
Bobby Davis is my boy.
yeah, and we played 3-on-3 basketball. You would have thought I just ran.
Lincoln
like
has the
marathon.
body of a 53-year-old man.
My knees were like, I was like, holy shit. And then I didn't take a break after that. I took one break where I was like, I need to fucking, my knees are beat.
Dude, his kneecaps fucking wiggle. I love wiggling those
Don't
guys.
fucking
I
wiggle
run
my
fives
kneecaps.
at Wallace Park with like some OGs, and like I get like halfway through the game and like I'm like wheezing over there, and
Yeah.
like I'm like this is difficult. I'm hurting. My back fucking hurts. I never felt back pain
Well,
like playing basketball. What the
The
fuck?
problem with basketball, and for me, is that I'm always down low. I'm always rebounding, which is just constant jumping. Constant
Yeah.
jumping, bringing it down, passing it out, or going back up and jumping. Towards the end, like Lance had energy. Man was going all.
I don't
Man was, like,
lose
playing-
energy really.
Man was playing like Marcus Smart out there. Just
Nah,
running around,
especially with
3-on-3
basketball.
is different though. I feel
Nah.
like
No, full court, I get beat.
yeah.
3-on-3,
I can go all day.
All-
I'll be that
all
like
energy.
asshole if we're playing on like 8 or 9. I will just like play all day.
I'm more dangerous full court than I am with like limited
Yeah.
run because I
No,
like
shit.
bringing
No,
it down.
I like transition the best.
I
That's
like
where I feel like I'm
transition.
pretty
I'm
good.
I'm actually not bad at passing the ball.
I think that's my
you've
best.
been saying that.
I'm not a bad passer at all. Like I can pass the ball. I can't shoot.
We got Nikola Jokic over here.
Yeah, I can't shoot that well, but I can pass. I can rebound, and I can somewhat.
I'm
I've
not
worked
a
on my
great
fadeaway
basketball
game.
player, but I can shoot and pass. I can play like a
Yeah.
rondo, like a shooting rondo position, I guess.
I like
I
to play
played-
any sport except lacrosse. Don't play lacrosse.
I played high school basketball, but it was at like Luna,
But I
which is like so
I-
much different.
I
from,
would
like,
do
playing
any
sports
pickup game.
games.
At all. I would do
Lacrosse, I
anything but
sucked
pickup game.
at. I picked up a stick once at my at Hayden's house. Sucked. Like god awful. He was like, "Oh, let's play." We were young at the time. He was like, "We're getting into this. Like everyone's starting to play, you know." And that's who I was friends with at the time. I was like, "Let's." I'm still friends with him, but like, I was like, he's like, "You should start playing." You know, that way, you know, we playing the same sports. I sucked. I actually wasn't bad shooting it, and I will stand by that statement. I was actually kind of a sniper, but the problem is, the ball I couldn't catch it to save my life. Like I just had no
I
hand-eye
always felt like
coordination.
it was weird for me to fucking do that shit. It was
Like
just weird.
I couldn't catch
Yeah, me
like,
neither. I don't
to
know.
save my life.
I'm okay with it.
I'm
Not my
alright with it.
thing.
I always felt like that's weird. I felt like I was really good at shooting the
Yeah.
lacrosse ball, but I was like, I couldn't like
Like we practiced.
I was the
and
opposite.
like,
I can
holy
catch,
shit.
pass.
I
I
couldn't
could not
catch.
shoot.
I was good with like the stuff in front of me because I mean, I'm an athlete. I can play like hockey and stuff,
Yeah.
you know. So like it was kind of like that. But anything that was like above my head with the stick in the, I had no
Anything
sort
with a
of
stick,
like.
or even using my feet,
Like-
like soccer, I'm garbage.
Yeah.
I like playing like floor hockey. Like if I was with a bunch of friends, like and you know we wanted to play some floor
That's a
hockey,
throwback.
I would do it, but I'm garbage at it. Like I can't pass, I can't shoot. Like I'm just doing it for fun.
I never played lacrosse because baseball was in the spring, and that was definitely my best sport. So
Baseball. That's the last time I've ever cried. Fun fact: is playing baseball.
the last time you cried,
Yes, sir.
But
wow.
You remember like
You don't. You're not. So you're not an emotional person.
No, not really.
I was gonna say I'm a pretty.
I was
emotional
like
person.
10 or 11, and Lowell's dad, he needed one more person to get on the team, otherwise his team wouldn't qualify.
Where'd you play? National?
No, it was just like the local leagues here in Levis. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
like, there's
national,
no national.
yeah. Oh, okay.
It probably was national
Yeah,
because
I
that's
played
when
national.
Okay.
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
national.
So, and I was like, and my dad was like, "You're an athlete. Like, you do your friend a favor and play baseball."
Play his sport.
Yeah, I was like, I suck though, and he was like, yeah, whatever. So I ended up playing, but I knew nothing
Good
about.
for your dad for doing that.
I knew nothing about the sport though. I didn't know, and this is where it gets bad because this is where, at this point, like you should know, like anyone should probably know this, but
I didn't know we were first baseman.
almost just as bad. I didn't know that two people couldn't be on the same base.
Oh wow, that's a predicament.
So
How old are you? Like 11?
Yeah, 11.
Oh.
Like I okay, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. I did not know. I didn't watch baseball growing up. Like it's not a family.
Dude's a big mat ball
Yeah,
guy.
kickball.
Big mat ball
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, I was
kickball,
gonna say,
like-
he's a big. Yeah.
Fuck you
I
guys,
love
fucking
that ball,
prick.
man.
And I keep in mind too, like I suck at baseball. So like for me to get on
Yeah,
the
so
base,
you got on base. That
I
was,
got
gonna say,
on
You
base.
got on
I
base
got
then.
to second base. A young me, not playing baseball at all, like not knowing anything. Like I kid you not, happy as I've ever been. Like I was
I
happy
mean,
as a
I've
clam.
run into plenty of you on the baseball field.
And
The other team was like,
the kid on first base is telling me to move. And I'm like, bro, why would I move? Like I'm safe.
Bro, I'm on second. Like I'm lit right now.
I'm like, why would
Bro, have you ever played mat
Yeah,
ball,
like-
bro? Have you ever been to gym class yet?
Yo, like, are you the rookie here? Because it doesn't.
Hey,
Kind of
kid
seems
doesn't,
like it.
kid doesn't know kickball. But and I'm like, I'm sitting on second base, and like the kid, you know, he actually plays baseball, and he's like, move, like go to fucking third. And he obviously didn't say fucking because we were like 11 at the time, and you know, I'm pretty sure his dad was like the coach or something, or a head coach assistant. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm chilling, like I'm on base, like this is the best I've ever gotten, like this is the furthest I've ever gotten on base, like I'm not moving. And he got on base, and we're just sitting both on second base, and he's like, bro, move. And then, you know, the person comes over and just does this to me and tags me out. And then, like, he's like, you're out. And I'm like, bro, what? I was like,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. As a
And-
former baseball player, I would have done that. I would have actually said fucking. I would have been so pissed off at you.
No, yeah, I played you.
Yeah.
And you played for North Leominster,
Yeah.
and I played on Connor Marchand's like grandfather's team, and
Yeah.
we met in like the city championship. And I remember we were going like at it, our two
Yeah,
teams. We were talking
yeah.
mad.
Yo, that
shit.
was like the rivalry.
You and Nick Cole, and then it was like me, Connor, and Ryan Harris were
Bro, I took.
saying
I
shit.
said so much garbage back then. Because it was like
Lance was such a pussy back then.
he
you
definitely
didn't even know me back
Yeah,
then,
no,
dog.
no,
You didn't
No,
even-
I know for sure I
He was
hated
a-
you
he was
before
a
like I actually
giant-
met
Yo,
you and worked with
I
you.
hated
I was,
anyone.
oh my god,
National
like, this
League,
fucking
American
kid.
League, fuck them. It was only
Yeah,
about North
I
Leominster.
played National League.
Yeah,
for a while.
fuck you then. It was
Yeah,
only
you-
North
oh
Leominster,
my
dog.
God.
Yeah, no.
But you were also 12. Like you were a year older than me,
Yeah.
so like I know what it feels like to be 12 and be
This
like
is
the
a
better
giant
player and just talk mad shit. You can talk as much shit as you want once you're 12. And
Bro, our team was raw.
you
But
guys
we
were good.
underperformed, bro.
We
Like
beat
we had
you.
Pat Gallagher too on our
Oh,
team. Like
they're raw, but they underperformed. Oh.
we did.
Yeah.
No, we did. And I
Yeah.
and
No, yeah,
Whack.
underperformed
exactly.
every year.
no. No, I'm not gonna. So we got spent. I think we always had National League's number. American League, we definitely got smacked around a few
you
times.
They were
probably
nice,
lost.
yeah.
You probably lost.
American
to me.
League was nice.
They were usually nice, but by the time I got to be 12, our team was our like all-star team, national large team was nice.
You probably lost to me.
Bro, I would know. You would look so beat out there. I could just see your like knees buckling and you're running the second base.
No, bro, I
Dude,
was short, bro.
Dude, I can't imagine looking at fucking baseball.
I can know his stance. He'd be straight up. He'd be. That would be your stance. Like his
Everyone
ass would
said-
be all the way out. You'd be straight up. That would be
The
you,
one
dude.
compliment I always got, and I still get to this day from people, is that my swing was beautiful. Like my form, my swing. Was
Like you run into
beautiful.
your former little league coach and they'll be
Well, like people like I was just friends with,
Yeah.
like that. Whenever I bring like baseball comes up, they'd be like, "Yeah, but you had a nice ass swing."
Yo,
though."
man, as a
I had-
10-year-old, you were so raw, bro. You should have
I honestly like if I still swing a baseball bat, people I'd be like, "Oh shit, that's a clean ass swing." Like I know for a fact I had a clean swing. The problem is like with baseball, lacrosse, I've got no hand-eye
Oh,
coordination.
okay, that's like the biggest part.
Well, that's
of
the
it.
thing. I can swing and it can look beautiful all day, but the problem was
You can't
I couldn't hit it because like I just would my timing would just be all off. Like it would look like people would be like, "Ooh," they're like, "Oh, that looks like a nice swing," but I couldn't hit it. Like when I did hit
Yeah,
it,
you were that kid
whole-
from like the dugout, be like, "Nice swing though, nice swing. That looked good. That looked good."
Hey, you'll get him next time, kid.
Do you know what I really enjoyed though? The gum. Fucking that gum, man. Double,
gum,
bubble-
sunflower
double,
seed,
double bubble, bro.
Double, big league chew.
Big League Chew.
I was gonna say Big
League Chew is raw.
Yes,
I used to
Great
just,
big league chew.
honestly,
Yeah.
like I wasn't even a big
The
locker
green
room
apple.
boy.
Watermelon,
At
green
Sam's.
apple.
I was kind of
Yeah.
a little prick.
I was a big sunflower seed guy by the time I got to be
Yeah, I
like
would
older,
never
you
eat
know?
the seeds. I would lick the salt off and spit them out.
Oh,
You're
one of
a
those
menace.
guys, man.
No,
I
you're
was a man, bro.
you're a
I hate
No.
that shit.
No.
I didn't start eating sunflower seeds until probably
No,
high
you're a
school.
menace, bro.
Until then,
I just sucked
I would
them
suck
and
the
spit
salt.
out.
No,
Yeah,
deadass.
what
That's
the
what I
By
would.
the,
bro.
time, by the time I was in high school, bro, I got put in the outfield, and all you gotta do out there is fucking eat sunflower seeds.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I was
I
short,
couldn't
so I had
believe-
so much to do.
I knew
I'd so much-
whenever I ran into these kids, I'd be like, "Are you spitting full seeds right now?" They'd be
Like,
like, "Yeah."
You'd be like,
Be
damn
like,
right.
"Dude, I just suck it for the flavor." I'm like,
Dead ass, bro.
"What the fuck?
Bro, I tried to open
What's
seed.
wrong with
I'm
you?"
Like, I'm putting like 35 in my
You're
mouth right now.
nasty.
I do not want to have the time
Yes.
to crack the seed open, sort it in my mouth, and then spit out the
Dude,
shell.
it's a
Nice.
fucking skill.
That's why I
man.
think you like toast.
When you
See,
get good at it,
there
when
you
you
go.
get good at it, and you can split the seeds and like organize them in your mouth.
I do that now.
Pause.
No, I do that now, and it's a move. You know, because I don't play baseball anymore, but I'm a big golf guy, and I
Oh,
love
sunflower
sunflower
seeds,
seeds
yeah,
during
of course.
golf. Yeah.
Oh my god, shut the
Dude.
hell up.
I don't mind golf.
I went
I'm not
golfing
very good,
once.
but I like it.
I'm
I was
so,
on the
I
golf
love golf.
I'm so bad.
Mini golf? I'm game.
Oh, I'm nice.
Thank you. I love
Dude,
mini golf. I'm
mini
nice
golf?
at it too.
Yeah, mini golf.
Everyone has an
is
ego when it comes to
hard.
mini golf.
Everyone
Every dude,
does.
you're like, dude, you want to go fucking mini
Exactly.
golf?
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty
Yeah.
beat at mini
But
golf.
bro,
But play me
what?
in golf, bro. and
How could you be? How could you? Be
My
a
worst part of
golfer?
my golf game
Is
is
the
my
putting.
putting.
Yeah, okay, that's
Like,
different.
No,
But they
bro.
like manufacture this like landscape for you to like, you know, it's like.
Yeah.
No, I'm really not. Like I want to think that I'm good at mini golf.
No,
I definitely
think
have my
actually-
games.
I used to be good when I was younger, and then like I started playing actual golf, and I went mini golfing this last time, and I kind of sucked.
Well,
I
it's,
was like, what happened
people
here?
think mini golf and the actual golfing, it's just not the same.
You
It's
know what I mean?
different.
I don't know.
And that's the thing. I golf so often now. I've to putting and actual greens,
Yeah.
and it's completely different from. It's like different. You know the grass length.
Yeah, actually,
obviously,
that's
it's
funny. I had no
turns.
clue what I was.
Bro,
I felt
all
like,
I'm saying is that fuck
Weird.
golf. Fuck real golf.
Dude, you just said you had a
What?
beautiful swing. You definitely could play. You haven't even tried golf, and you're hating on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta at least try it.
I've tried it at least once.
And
I
if
thought
you're
it was
like-
fun.
And you could suck at it, and I've sucked at it for so many
I
years.
suck.
But I've self-trained
Yeah.
myself, and I'm okay now. Like, I good enough where I'm actually having fun.
If I
doing
was
it.
a girl, I'd become a bar cart girl so fucking fast.
Yeah, you get mad tips.
You get mad
Yeah.
tips.
You get mad tips.
Just you know, maybe on
I'm saying, if you go out there with some brews
just
and,
drive
some
around
weed,
and,
that's a
like,
good time. Out
all
on that
those
course, man.
horny ass old men.
Yeah,
that, like,
those people they like go to the
get
course
no-
anyways to
get
just
no
get away from
treatment
their
from
wife.
their
You know?
wife.
Yeah.
he goes horny asshole.
Yeah, dude, they're like probably
Like,
going there
but
just
they're
to see
getting-
these
yeah,
bar
thinking
cart
about
girls.
this.
Yeah, they're getting no treatment. Like
Yeah.
they go into these.
I'm going to the course with my guys.
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever, get the fuck out of
Hey
the house.
Monica, you want to make some extra cash?
Yo, you want to pay off those college loans, man? You work at a golf course. You get those $200 tips a day, man.
You want 100,000 in student debts, huh? Come talk to me. Bring me a Budweiser.
I would never trust her with a fucking golf cart. She'd fucking crash that shit. But all I'm saying is that if I
She's
was
not
a
that
girl,
sketchy of a driver.
she sucks.
Yeah, she's not too bad.
But
She's okay. She's not the worst girl
like
I've seen.
that'd be my first thing. Like as like especially as like before going into like the real workforce, like that'd be my first fucking thing I'd do. Like
You make guap for sure.
you're in broad daylight, so like chances are you're not gonna get like fucking
Golf courses are pretty lit
killed
too.
or
You're not gonna
kidnapped.
get messed up.
Yeah, you're not gonna get killed or kidnapped. Most happens is that someone makes like a weird pass at you. At that point, maybe you giggle at it and they give you $50 tip.
No, people when they go to golf courses, people got racks. People got money.
Nah, golf's expensive.
When I go with my uncle, he always has he pulls up bills. I'm where the fuck did that
Completely
just come from?
unrelated.
What the
Yeah,
hell
like,
in your pocket?
You have drivers that you can spend $1,000
Yeah.
on. My clubs, just like my irons alone, and I'm like, they're like medium clubs, were 600 bills.
My uncle bought me my clubs. I got lucky. He bought me
Yeah.
clubs and one like a Nike bag. So like I have like a Nike Air Max bag.
Nike bag, like literally just a golf bag alone,
It's like $100
it's anywhere between 100 and like 400 bills. Like it's crazy, depending on what you
It's
want
a
to
rich
do.
white man sport. That's
Yeah.
you know.
That it is. It definitely is a rich white man sport.
You definitely get some browns in there. I've never seen a black man, so no offense, play golf before though. No offense.
Well, it's because it's not like what they're raised around. Like I mean, like
Yeah, I guess golf. You just look at it's like
My family man wasn't raised to play golf. We play. We play a shit ton of mini golf. Anytime we go on vacation, we mini golf at least 3-4
It's
times.
like, dude,
I do
even
love
my
mini golf.
family's
I'm not
not
great
into
at it,
it's my family is poor white people, and it's just because they don't have money. They don't. It's just people who are not like.
Hold
have
on
lot
a
of
second,
money
I'm
don't
pretty
get to go.
poor. I still like golf. Okay.
You stop it.
Yeah.
I pay for my
I've
own
seen
golf.
your neighborhood. I've seen your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, my neighborhood's medium.
I've seen your
Stop
neighborhood.
My neighborhood's medium, dog. I'm not saying I'm
You're
poor.
poor.
My family, my parents are fine, but
on.
me as a person, am I poor?
Hey, take off that.
You don't know these Samoset stomping grounds.
I'm poor as a person, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Take off
Yeah,
that hat when you say
Nah,
actually
actually-
shit like that. Take off that hat.
Astro World.
Yeah, no,
You want to listen to Sicko Mode?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I like
You listen
that.
to. You're wearing an Astro World hat with the.
I saw that. I saw it as soon as
I saw that. I saw the Astro World tour live. Travis at TD.
That's out.
It was crazy.
You're wearing a ton of different things. You
Those
got
concerts
Astro
must
World.
be-
I got an Astro, I got a Bar Harbor shirt, I got
Yeah.
Birkenstocks,
Yeah.
I got a
Weren't
Carpe.
you wearing a second shirt or?
Wearing a second
Oh,
shirt.
okay.
The t-shirt for the sweatshirt I'm wearing?
Well, when I walked in, he looked like he was preparing for like
Bro, it was
Hurricane
chilly out
Katrina.
today.
I know it looked like you were like boned. I could have sworn you were wearing like a jacket when you walked
That's
in
what I'm
here.
saying. I was like, what are you
It's
wearing?
chilly out today, I'm not kidding.
It's not chilly, bro.
It wasn't that bad.
It's not.
Here's
You
the
went to Bar Harbor, Maine? You're talking about chilly here? That shit's colder.
Bro, it's 73 beautiful over
Oh
there.
my, that is what it was
Yeah,
today.
I
It
was about to
literally
say,
was
yeah.
73
And I wore a
degrees.
sweatshirt the entire trip.
Placebo effect. You were on vacation.
Man was thinking it's,
I was wearing a
He was
sweatshirt.
thinking he's in Florida. Oh, the
Bar
weather.
Harbor.
I wanna go
in
up there.
Siesta
You ever been up
Keys.
there?
Bar Harbor, Maine.
You ever been up there?
That Bar Harbor sun, boy. It really melted.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. So you don't have to go in the water up there. It's like 48 degrees. But bro, the sun's not bad
Dude,
up
that's
there.
like, oh, the white woman must love that place, man. Like, yeah, we just go there, but we never go in the water. It's too cold. We just love the shower.
The national place up here for like if you're white, you are going to Cape Cod. 100%.
Have you? Okay, you were talking about the sun hitting different. Has anybody been to the Vineyard?
No, bro.
That
I
place,
haven't.
the sun actually hits fucking so much harder because like there's no pollution of any sort, like light pollution,
Wow.
like regular like pollution of like toxins and shit. But, like there's nothing clouding the sun. It fucking hits and it hurts. It's like it feels like you're in Florida.
Yeah, I
It's
did that.
insane.
Same thing when I went to Bermuda. Completely
it's just like
different
they
there.
don't have like industries and like big
It's
like
so
factories
hot
that
over
can produce
there,
like pollution.
and the sun. Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
feel that.
it's a good painful though, you know. It's like an enjoyable.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Keeps grabbing my fucking elbow. And right before we got in here, he kept flicking the.
I wasn't flicking.
You're one of those.
Yeah, he kept or trying to grab it or something. and
No, I
kept driving
literally, and I'm not kidding.
Nah,
I-
one of those things.
I wake up every morning, I go downstairs, I see my mom, love her to death, right? And I grab her weenus. And I pull that thing,
Bro,
and she smacks me.
That was a Samoset thing for me too.
Every
like,
morning, I grab it. She smacks me.
I remember
She
that.
says,
The
"Cut it
weenus,
out,
man.
Lance."
I remember that like very
Don't say
vividly.
weenus.
That was brought to my eyes.
Elbow
and
fat.
Sam
No,
said it was
I know
someone
what a
grabbed-
weenus is.
Sorry,
grabbed
I
my
grab her
and said, "I
elbow
grabbed your
skin."
weenus."
Sorry.
It sounds weirdly sexual.
Sorry. I grab my mom's elbow
Especially,
skin.
And then somebody made up like the vagina or whatever. It was like a different part. It was like your like shoulder, your neck. Yeah, right. It was this part. Yeah. Like that was made up. That one is still. I don't even know about the weenus either.
Yeah.
But like eventually someone was like, "Yo, you know about the vagina? Yo,
bro.
put your vagina on my weenus." And like, you know, like.
No, I never got hit with that one because I'm like, yo, you're just capping at this point.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, and I knew that was bullshit. I was like, all right, come on, far fetched the weenus idea. Don't throw that bullshit.
I remember when someone said it.
Never heard of one time someone grabbed my elbow and was like, yo, I got your weenus. I was like, what?
I got another time. He's like, yo, man, I got your vagina. I'm like, I'm sorry, what, bro? Like, what'd you grab?
You have in between my pointer finger and my thumb?
That's a thing. A vagina.
No, it's not.
That's
We're
made up.
convinced or
That's
not.
made up.
They just like, it's just like,
no.
hey, that's a
I need
weenus.
I need to at least know if the weenus is real.
If it's not, that's
Is it?
Holy shit, bro. That had me dying, bro. I thought you guys were serious. You guys really thought a vagina was real.
No. We obviously knew it was a fit.
Weenus is a slang word for the excess or loose skin at the joint of one's
Okay,
elbow,
so at
which
least
is
I'm not
technically
throwing
referred-
weenus out.
Okay, but then here's the big one.
Yeah, you
Is
better.
the
Google's
vagina
about to
real?
fuck up this search. This search is about to get real weird.
It's probably gonna
Yeah.
correct it.
The actual area of the elbow, which weenus often refers to, can be called the old cranial skin, the vagina, the cubital and antecubital fossa. The weenus component of this phrase is not always used in reference to the elbow.
So the vagina is the same thing as
the
that.
weenus is the vagina.
Yeah.
Bro, that's kind of a mind fuck.
So when you win, touch my weenus to your vagina, it's
Fight
actually
Club
real.
stuff
Like,
right
is
there,
that real?
Brad Pitt, Edward
Like,
Norton.
could that technically be the same?
It's so crazy. Like, yeah, like there's been a lot of things. I'm not gonna bring this up actually.
Okay.
Nah, it's gonna get weird.
Honestly, you know what? If Lance thinks it's weird, it's probably a good thing that we don't bring it
Yeah.
up because he usually doesn't have a filter and says what he thinks. But the fact that he thinks it's weird means that
bro,
we all
The
would.
podcast name is Polluted Thoughts Podcast.
Now, but we should tell you about the story of our podcast. Okay, when we were talking about near Christmas time, and we were saying the Jews.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to be anti-Semitic, but like earlier I was gonna say I'm a fucking Jew when it comes to money, man. I'm a penny pinching Jew.
Okay,
man.
well
I'm
that's fine.
so-
No,
I'm like down to the decimal. With
we
that
were
shit.
Hear this story.
no, well, Lincoln, you have definitely better memory than me.
Well,
And,
okay,
and
we
it
were
was
talking about
a different
Christmas.
perspective, but we were talking about Christmas, and I was saying, to all those people who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, everything that, and then I said, like, for all those Jews or something like that. Do you know the actual wording that I used? But I basically called out the Jews,
I think
and I said, don't listen.
I think he was like, don't get like the wrong impression for like all you Jews listening or something like that.
And then everyone just started.
And then it
crying.
just got like
way
way quiet.
worse.
Okay, yeah, see,
It just sounded.
that's just like,
it just sounded terrible.
that's one of those things that can get put out of context. With,
No,
like,
it was-
with social media. Like if you were a big podcast, you would have got snippet. It would have been a snippet of for all you Jews.
It basically
Yeah.
not for word, but I literally basically said, for the Jews, don't listen to my show.
Oh,
In a sense like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even like that. I was because it was Christmas, and then they started laughing when I said that because they're like, "Bro, what the hell did you just say?"
Yeah,
And
okay.
I'm like, I wasn't even trying to say it like that, but it
This
just
is
sounded
where-
like I
this is
said
where-
that.
Dude, this is where social media. I can bring that back for the social media shit, man.
That shit was funny.
Like any comedian who says anything that's like somewhat like that's not even like you're not an anti-Semitic person at all, exactly. But when you say something like that as a
Doesn't
joke
help that
because
you're
it's
German.
Christmas, yeah. Oh my god.
Yo, you didn't have to bring it there, dog. You didn't have to
I'm just saying, it's
He
coming.
is German.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. That coming from you,
But
bro.
dog, you
Yeah.
didn't have to bring
Man,
it there.
But like it was just like it was a joke
All
on
I'm saying
Christmas.
is
It was
it
a
doesn't
joke
help.
on Christmas.
It wasn't even a joke, bro. It was literally just me saying. For all
That's
those
humor.
Jews who don't celebrate Christmas, like, I hope you have a good holiday too. But it just came out like me saying, don't listen if you're a Jew.
I thought you were saying you actually said all you Jews don't listen to
No,
me.
no.
Okay.
I was trying to say, like, yo, it's Christmas time, like, have a nice Christmas. If you're a Jew, like,
No,
have a nice
He said-
Hanukkah or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
No. See, what
Happy
happened
holidays,
was is
you know?
that
It's just
me
like-
and Gabe started laughing before you could say.
Before I could say
Happy
that.
Holidays.
Okay.
So, or Happy Kwanzaa, I think you were trying to get out. But the fact is
Who the
that
hell celebrates
Hanukkah?
Kwanzaa? I will never understand what Kwanzaa is even for.
or
Like,
or
what
Hanukkah.
ethnic-
Yeah, you're right.
Who
It's
celebrates
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa?
I think African Americans.
It's I don't know
Oh, is
what
it?
I don't know
Because
what
I've
religion,
never
but
known
it's-
what
yeah.
Kwanzaa's for
Yeah.
ever in my
But-
entire life.
It's real as
We
shit.
cut-
though.
Oh, I know.
But-
Yeah, it's real as fuck.
We
But-
cut off. We cut
But
off
it is
Lance
hot-
before
it
we
is-
could
it
say
is hot.
Yeah,
Happy
okay.
Hanukkah.
See, that's not
Yeah.
even that. I thought you said for all you Jews don't
No,
listen to my
no,
show
no,
as
no.
a joke because it was Christmas.
No,
Even
no,
that
no,
I
no,
could
no.
defend you and say
No,
that
no,
was
no.
some sort of dark humor and like you're just being funny. You know, it's not even anti-Semitic.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not that stupid to just be like, don't listen to my show if you're a Jew. Like, I can understand like how that would be dark humor for that kind of show, but if I were to say that based off of sports podcast,
Yeah,
it would
okay.
look
On
pretty
here
funny.
it'd be funny.
It would look pretty
on
bad.
there, yeah, it would. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I
I didn't
want-
think about it in that sense.
We almost took it out of the whole podcast in general, but I think it's still on.
No, because I was supposed to edit it out, but I accidentally posted the unedited version of it. So everything that I said that entire podcast
shit was
just
fucking
came out.
funny. I
and
enjoyed
you
it.
lost some of your Jewish followers.
And like,
And Lincoln was pissed. Lincoln was like, "All this networking I just did, and
Lance?
you killed our Jewish connection."
I feel like at least Lance has an M at least once every episode.
Oh
Where
my
he
Have
just
what?
like an
No,
M,
I don't-
An M is where he like
Oh, yeah,
he
so
like
I click
notes,
M,
he can, like,
where I'm
he,
like, I
notes
need to take
something.
this part out.
Yeah.
Because I say something that is not okay.
Yeah, he just has no filter.
And it's
Like,
just, I don't have a filter.
Me and Gabe are
It-
completely fine.
I was gonna say, I
You-
thought you guys were pretty. I mean, you were pretty, and you must have been holding yourself back then.
well, like
Nah, like,
he just edited.
no, I've always had it, but like, bro, we work together at Apple Hill. We're like cleaning dishes and shit. Like, we get 1,000 of those motherfuckers. I was not in a good mood. Like, let's just put that out there.
I thought we had a good time though. Me and you.
No,
would,
we were
fuck
chilling.
around.
If we went in the basement, it was chill.
Yeah, that was dope.
It was chill. But like, at some point when I'm there at like 10:30, I'm like, all right, let me get out of here real quick. No, but it would be in the beginning. I would be.
He was the king dishwasher.
But, like,
if you
it's
guys
not
weren't
like he
aware.
would
he was
say,
king,
yeah.
he was king of the dishwasher.
But like, it's not like he would
Apple
say anything like
I was.
ruthless. He would just like swear it or like.
But
say,
what even-
like,
I would
like,
say
No,
our
he would say
introduction.
some like weird sus
It would-
shit, and it's
it-
just like wow, like why
Either
did
really
you say
such
that?
shit, or when I say a slur, I don't mean like something like racial.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing hard R's out there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
just not get that
But
That's
twisted.
something that,
Yeah.
like, if said, isn't socially acceptable, where it's like,
Yeah, not even. If you put out of context, it would. Be
yeah,
sexist.
you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
well, okay. Well, in the beginning, what I've been
With
saying is,
context.
in the beginning of our podcast during the NFL season, I would say something. You know, you do an introduction, and I would say something that's totally fucked up. As our introduction, be like, "Hey, what's up? Bleep, bleep, bleep," and it would be not okay.
Yeah.
And then they would be like, "Bro, what the
Yeah,
fuck?"
I thought that was funny. I was okay. So I did one of these. I did a podcast like last week with my boys, and like,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to be more like talking to people like that I know but don't really know on like a great basis, so I can like get to know them
Yeah.
better and like talk to them about stories and shit like we've been doing.
Yeah.
But with them, it was more like shooting the shit and just like a bunch of fuckery, right?
Yeah.
And I realized when I started watching the video, the first like 3 sentences that I said all had the word fuck in them. I was like, yeah, we're fucking this, and I did fucking that, and I was like, wow, like that's bad. Like I almost need to cut that, you know?
Yeah,
It's
it would.
like-
It would. It would.
yeah.
I've definitely from the beginning. I don't like to swear as much on our podcast nowadays. I just don't do it. Because I'm the same person. I swear a lot. And when I win conversations,
I was about to say, I feel like I swear kind of the most now.
you and Lincoln do swear a lot.
I-
Lincoln
I-
swears a lot in the
yeah,
podcast.
no,
too.
absolutely. I'm probably the worst, Gabe. Honestly, I think it just goes under the radar because you're used to it.
I have zero filter when it comes to swear words.
I don't say like I just say
But, like,
fuck a lot.
I was about to say, we say like shit and like fuck a lot. Like, it's,
Yeah, I use it as an adjective. It's a New
Exactly.
England thing. I
Yeah.
feel like it's like, oh, this fucking thing over here.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and I just grew up, and it was just it's like you said, it's New England thing. But as we've gone more into this year, 2020, 2021, like no offense to all these, there's movements that matter, and there's movements like if you say fuck, like you should go to
Okay,
hell.
I have this
hell,
thing. And
boy.
it might be controversial, and I don't want to get canceled on like the first episode I post. But I have this thing with the R word where I say retarded a lot.
I say retarded.
I say like that's retarded, and I don't have any other word for it.
Yeah.
It's referring to that being retarded as if somebody who had special needs would do do that, and you are a normal human
But you made
being.
it pretty fucking
It's a
explicit
normal
by
human
saying that.
being, like-
No, but I understand that completely. I've been told
And it's no disrespect to anybody who has special needs. Like I care for those people, but it's like it's just that's what it is, man. I have no
Bro,
other
I
word
thought-
for it. What am I gonna call it? Gay? Like I can't even say that anymore. You know?
Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna
That's why,
justify
like-
it. When I say like
Honestly,
retarded.
that's why you can't just. You
My
can't
girlfriend
say,
gets pissed at me. She'll
You
be like,
can't
"Don't say that." And
You
it's
can't
like,
say
what else am I
things
gonna
like,
say?
anymore to people. Like you can't.
Well, okay.
I always like. If I'm always like saying, oh, like that might be judgmental, like I always like keep it to my head.
And, like,
or like I'll say it to like people who like.
I don't want to
Won't get
offend.
offended.
I don't want to
That's
offend.
That's
someone
that's
who
what I
has, like, a
well,
family
that's what I
member
talk
that's
about
retarded.
when I talk about the introduction. That's what I say. I say something that's super frowned upon in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Not okay at all. But it's just how.
That
It's
was
just,
another part of the
it's
podcast
not-
that I want.
it's
I
just
want
a
to say
comedy
these
that we
things
grew
and
up
explain
with.
We
to
grew up
people
with-
that
yeah.
I don't mean it in that way. So then if you saw me, you don't
Yeah,
think I'm
no.
a
Like
piece of
Family
shit.
Guy,
once I
like
say
Yes.
South Park. Like,
and when
just
I
all,
think
like,
about it, I have dark humor. Number one. Number two. When I say retarded, I don't even think in my head like special needs and like I know you
Yeah.
kind of just said
Yeah,
that,
but that's not what I think though. That's not
That's not
what.
what-
That's,
but
in
I
my
don't
explanation,
think
that's not what I'm thinking.
I say retarded, I'm like, all right, that's a totally. You're just acting like a straight moron right
yeah,
now.
you're acting dumb as fuck.
But I don't mean it like I'm thinking. Hey, I'm thinking retarded guy
All
right
I
now.
think about
Yeah.
is that quote from The Office with Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. I'm trying to think of how he phrased it, but it was like, he's like, you don't call like a retarded person a retard. He's like, that's just bad. That's just bad taste.
You're getting it perfect right
exactly
now.
what he
And
said.
he's
Yeah.
like,
That's exactly what
you
he said.
call your friend retarded when he's acting
Retarded. You literally
That's
said I don't know
exactly
how
what
it
it
went,
is.
but
That's
you just said it
exactly- you
100%.
Yeah.
That's literally
You
like,
phrased
yeah.
that perfectly and used it in context perfectly. That's
Yeah.
exactly how it is.
Like, I was like, honestly, I like old movies and the old shows because like it's a little bit unfiltered and like
The
like, so-
Office, okay, The Office is undefeated, man. That show
it
has
got a little
to
bit more
be-
filtered as the years went on, but like
Oh,
movies
man.
like
But that's like
Michael
why I still
Scott.
watch Family Guy though, because Family
Yeah,
Guy,
Seth
they're
MacFarlane doesn't give a
uncancelable.
fuck.
They don't get canceled, and they've done by far the worst. You want to talk about the worst possible stuff in the world?
It's on Fox.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's such a popular show. Like, you have people messing up with 9/11, Jesus, Jews, like, you
Yeah.
name it, they've made fun of it.
Yeah,
it's true
seriously.
though.
But it's like it's humor. It's humor, and people don't get that. People are so fucking sensitive with the shit, especially like TikTok shit. You get canceled for doing shit like that, And I just want to be the opposite. I want to be opposite cancel culture. The whole idea is that, I hate that shit.
It's real.
It's
Cancel culture's
so
real.
man.
Cancel culture's real.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
canceled. Right? Shoot, I already
Oh,
got
yeah.
canceled. I'm just gonna be canceled. This is when this is gonna get canceled. Point blank, it's gonna have 9 views, and like the 9th view is gonna cancel.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on TikTok. I'm gonna blow the fuck up for this Jew talk.
That's him though.
Yeah. Me and Lance are gonna be the 2 white people on the podcast. They're gonna get in deep shit. We're both gonna be canceled.
It's so
You guys
screw-
are gonna have your own thing going
Yeah,
on. You're gonna
nah.
get mad clout.
It's so screwed up. Bro, like,
Look at it.
I know all of our personalities here.
Yeah, he's hyped. He's like, fuck the networking and shit. This is all we need is Lance and Colin to just fuck everything up.
Yo, let's just throw Lance on the bus.
Yeah,
Get the
should
cancel
Lance
culture
be
on him, and then
canceled?
so we can get all the
Yeah,
popularity off of
exactly,
it.
exactly.
Should Lance be canceled?
And then
is the headline.
and then you're just like, I have nothing to do with what he said, and like you go on like ESPN and talk about it. And you're
Should Lance be canceled? I'll just find the most outrageous clip I can.
Bro, I have all the edits and deletes, so you'd have to raid my computer. There's probably some shit on there, though, that would get me absolutely messed up.
Alright, we're pushing 2 hours. You guys get to call it.
Yeah,
man,
I had a great
Oh,
time,
man.
but I also have work tomorrow, so I don't want to stay up too
Yeah,
late.
I know,
hope
man.
you
I
keep
got work.
talking.
I got work early, so
Yeah.
I'm down there.
Man, that was great. Thank you guys very much.
Of course.
I
Thank you
enjoyed
guys.
I enjoyed talking to you. I would love to do this again anytime.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I'd love to hop on you guys' podcast and talk more
Oh, for
sports.
sure.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Let's
Dude,
get it.
Whatever you want.
Word,
Follow.
I'm there. Alright. Peace.